I'm going to attempt to survive 200 days in real hardcore Minecraft. My goal is to build the most epic settlement I possibly can, filled with everything I could need to survive. To make this a challenge, I'm not going to use totems, no auto farms, and I cannot skip the night, which will make this feel like real hardcore Minecraft. Let's go. So this entire time I've been living off eating carrots and potatoes, and I'm absolutely sick of it. So it's time to add some more protein to my diet. Now, there is nothing I love more than a fat juicy steak. So we're gonna go ahead and make the most luxurious cow farm you've ever seen. Now, before we do anything, I need to clear up some space to build this thing. So cue the time lapse. Now, after a very long time and 4 days in game, we've got this whole area kind of leveled out now. So this area here is all at the correct level. We do still need to figure out what we're going to do up there, but this is where the cow farm is going to go. But because it is day 104, tomorrow marks the day that we were absolutely destroyed on the very last hardcore series by a creeper. So for this entire night, I'm just going to go around and absolutely slaughter every single creeper that I can find. So let's go ahead and absolutely destroy every single creeper that spawns on this horrible night to pay our respects to the last fallen hardcore world. And the final 2 creepers. Oh, no, here are the creepers. I was trying to find all the creepers. I was trying to figure out why they weren't spawning. Alright, we killed about 18 creepers, a couple of them exploded, but we got our revenge. We also got 58 gunpowder, which is important because we're running very low on rockets. So let's go ahead and make some more. I've also got some gunpowder in here, so we've got almost 2 stacks total, which gives us just over 2 stacks of rockets, which should survive for a long time. Put the extra in the shulker box. Dude, I'm so excited to not have to eat carrots anymore. They're so horrible. Alright, so the first step is to plan out where this cow farm is going to go. To do that, I'm going to grab a bunch of spruce logs, create some spruce fences, ooh, maybe a little bit more. I'll grab some stone. I'm going to turn it into slabs though, because I am a little bit low on it. I'll grab some andesite, once again, turn it into slabs, and then stone bricks and polished andesite as well. That should be good. Alright, let's head back up there and start planning. So we've officially passed our record of day 105, and oh my god, there are a lot of creepers over here. I killed all of their friends, and now how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 creepers. Oh my days. I'm gonna kill all of these guys as well. Just give me 1 second. It is not a good day to be a creeper. There's still even more up there. Oh my days. Hey buddy, come down here. And dead. Unfortunately, one of them got to the ground, but that's not too bad because it's dead anyway. Doesn't matter. Not gonna lie, if I was a creeper, I'd be calling in sick to work. Anyway, we're gonna start by planning the road. So there's gonna be a road coming this way. I'm kind of just following the face of this cliff here. This guy did not get the memo. Obviously, he didn't see what I did to the creepers. So I'm going to start with the polished andesite and the stone bricks because they're going to be the least common. Don't want too much of them. Just like that. Now I'm going to use andesite, which will be a little bit more common than those 2 blocks. And the rest will just be stone. Now let me quickly just go up so I can have a look from the sky. Okay, it's looking a little bit thin in some places, so I should go around and make sure it's about the same width all the way through. So for example, here and there, and you know, I'm just going to fatten it up a little bit. I think that is a lot better. Yeah, that's looking bloody good. So there's going to be a path heading into the mountain here because there's going to be a little cave kind of thing here. That's where we're going to put the maps, but that's for another day. So I'm going to quickly draw that outline just so we don't build over it. Then I'm going to start using the fences and the logs just to mark out exactly where we want this area to be. Just like that. I guess I'll dig a little hole in the wall just so we remember. Just like that. Beautiful. So on this corner here, I want a little smoker area. So it's just going to be maybe 5 blocks wide, 5 blocks long, and 3 blocks wide. Of course, out of spruce because, I mean, what else do I use? I'll just leave that there so we remember. Then every couple blocks is going to be a 2 block tall pillar of spruce logs. The gate's probably going to be somewhere in here. So I'll leave a decent gap there. Then it'll just wrap back towards the mountain. Ah, come on, mate. Yeah, just like that. And there's going to be a barn over here. So I reckon probably about here. We're gonna need to move this mountain back a little bit. Oh my days. They're getting me back. They put in their WhatsApp group that I destroyed all of their friends. So now they're just coming to sneak up on me and blow up all my hard work. And I'm not gonna stand for it, mate. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. I want it kind of closer to the middle. So we'll go 5 again. 5 is the magic number. We'll have it go 2 back. Yeah, we're gonna need to move this a little bit. Just a little bit, mate. Just here. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be alright. You know what? I'll delete these, move this out a little bit, and then it'll just connect here. Now I just got to seamlessly connect them using spruce fences, if I even have enough, that is. Okay, so this will probably be where the entrance is. That looks bloody good to me. Alright, that's this whole area sectioned off pretty nicely. It's a big area. We're being pretty generous with these little guys. I'll probably make an offshoot here as well, but we'll deal with that later. I'll quickly strip up all these logs here. We'll have to add some gates in as well. I got to keep a crafting bench in here, man. You know what? Let me go back to the base and grab up a couple things that we need. We'll grab a shulker box, chuck all these stone things in. We don't need them right now. We'll grab up some wheat, grab a crafting table, then make up some gates. I think we'll go with 6 for now. That should be sufficient. And we'll go and place them in, make sure the cows can't escape. Then we'll go find 2 cows to be the creators. Boom, 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 boom. And I guess just temporarily, we'll chuck on some dirt just to make sure they can't jump over these just yet. That's looking good. So let me go find our victims. I mean, creators. I've literally been walking for a few minutes and I've gone past every type of animal except cow. I don't know where these chubby buggers are. I've even found llamas before I found cows. What on earth? Look, pig, sheep, other sheep, chicken, llama, not a single cow. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? That ain't no cow. Is that a cow? There's a cow. Oh my days. Where's your mate? There should be 2. They know. Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay. Slight problem though. It's literally almost dark and I got to get these guys all the way to the other side of this mountain. This is going to be a long journey. All right. We got our 2 cows attracted to us and they're following our wheat like good little Big Macs. Okay. That's a big hole. We got to go all the way around. Yes. I can't wait to eat all of your children. I swear if we walk past more cows on the way there, I'm going to be so sad. We've come all this way. We started way over there. We're about halfway now. We've only run into 1 mob, so that's pretty good so far. Now we've got a horde of zombies on us. That's not good at all. Oh no. Oh no. Come with me, my cows. I'll guide you to safety. Please don't fall down there. Please don't fall down there. Oh, thank the Lord. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, more mobs. Come on. Oh no, I hit my cow. No, come back, please. Please, I'm sorry. Ah! I don't want to kill my cow. No, I hit him again. Oh my god, he'd be almost dead for sure. I'm sorry, bro. Please. Please forgive me. Oh, no, I can't hit him yet. Okay, I'll guide you to safety for real this time. Oh, he's got a sword. Oh, there's more. Oh my days. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to guide my cows to more pin. All right, let me kill this spider. Ow. Ooh, that was a big hit. Come with me, my little Big Macs. Oh my days, we are so close. Ow. Don't you dare shoot my cow. Oh, I'm going to have to deal with this guy real quick. Oh. Hopefully not dying. Ow. Okay. They're done. Hey. Oh my god. Oh, and there's a creeper. Come on, mate. Come on. You can't make this stuff up. Drag them all the way in. All right, they're locked in. Hey, yo, we got our cows popping in here. All right. Make babies. Oh, yeah. I'm going to grow you and turn you into a Big Mac. Yes. Okay. Anyway, we've got the perimeter set up. We've got 2 cows to make unlimited babies. There's a creeper in there for some reason. Let's hope he doesn't blow up all my cows. We're in a rough stage right now. There's a very low population, and if 2 of them die, they're done. I have to go do that whole thing again. And that was a nightmare to do. I ain't gonna lie. But I wanted to get these guys in here sooner rather than later because it's gonna take a long time to get the population up. So while I'm building the area, hopefully we can just continuously grow more babies and there'll be enough babies by the time it's ready. Okay, first things first, we need to get these buildings kind of planned out because I have no idea how it's going to look. So I'm going to start with this one here. We're going to go up a couple blocks. 4 usually works pretty well for me, so I'm going to stick with 4. Now, unfortunately, that is all the spruce logs that I have, so we're going to need to go get more. So I'm going to grab some spruce saplings and go over to our section over there and just get as many as I can. All right, so I'm just going to plant them, bone meal them, and then chop them. So I will see you guys when I have enough chopped. Now, we got a ton of logs. I just kept going until we pretty much had no bone meal, but we're pretty much full anyway. So I grabbed the sticks as well because we're going to need them, especially if we want to make more fences. I don't want to turn any logs into fences. I feel like that's a waste. But we should be good on spruce for a little while at least. There was one more thing I wanted to do while I'm here. Now, I don't have a silk touch shovel, but I do have a silk touch axe, and I can grab podzol with that because I'm gonna need that for the detailing. I'll just grab a stack of it for now. That was so painful to mine all of that podzol with an axe. It just felt so wrong, but we've got what we need here, so let's head back to the base. The base is starting to look a lot nicer now that that top part's done too. Man, this is coming along well. All right, so there's just a couple more things I need. I just need to get some dark oak logs because I love using them for the trims, and it just complements the spruce so nicely. So let me grab some of them, and oak logs as well. We're going to need some of them. Bring another shulker just because we keep running out of space. I think that's everything we need right now. Can't think of anything else right now. So let's just head back up and get building. All right, let's see what we can come up with. All right, and as the sun rises, this is what we're working with now. We've got ourselves a couple of cows. There's some 2 cows over here, a baby, then another 2 cows and a baby. So we got 6 cows total. Now this place is still looking pretty bare bones, but we're gonna need to grab a few more things to be able to get this thing really cracking. Now I really need a silk touch shovel. So let's see what we're gonna get from here. Efficiency 4, is it worth it? We've got plenty of levels, so why not? And it's only 1 diamond anyway. Okay, efficiency 4, I'm breaking 4. Now let's go ahead and get silk touch. I know I've got one in here somewhere here. Oh, and it's only 10 emeralds. That's pretty perfect. So let's grab 10 emeralds and 1 book. Grab the book and slap that bad boy on there. Now we have a silk touch shovel. So not only can we grab podzol, but we can also grab gravel, which is important to make coarse dirt. And gravel's a nice block to add into the paths. So I'm going to chuck this. Oh no, I need to get mending as well, don't I? Okay, let's do that as well. How much is a mending book? 18. Okay, fine. And boom. Now we've got an actual decent shovel. So we'll come over here and we'll grab some podzol. This is so much better than using the axe. That axe was absolutely dreadful. All right, so we've got ourselves 4 stacks of podzol. That should be good. Oh, look at that. I was literally gonna need to find some of these. I was gonna look for an azalea tree, but if we got them here, this is bloody perfect. Grab all of these. I had no idea this was here. Weird for it to just be in one spot, I think. There's also a bunch of glowberries in here. That could be pretty useful. Maybe that's what this is from over here. That makes sense because there's moss here as well. Well, that's awesome that we found that though. This looks like a really cool cave. Let's see if we can fly through here a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, this goes for ages. Oh. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. This is really cool. We're going to have to do something over here. Okay, we got some podzol. We're going to need to get some more coarse dirt. So we're going to have to go and use our, once again, new silk touch shovel to grab some gravel, which is on the outskirts of here. There's tons here. We're going to have to mine here anyway in the future, so we might as well just do it now, just to grab some gravel. Maybe 4 stacks as well. It's so nice not getting flint. Flint is so useless. All right, and we've already got more than enough. Just like that, we'll grab some dirt. We'll turn all of that into coarse dirt, just like that. I will need some seeds. I need some bones, some quartz, calcite, some cocoa beans, a little bit more gravel and sand, just so we can make some brown concrete powder, just like that. Some composters. And for now, that should be enough to keep us going for a while. Now, this place is looking pretty bare bones right now, but I promise it's going to start to take a pretty nice turn very, very soon. So let me get started on a lot of the minor detailing and just get this whole place kind of set up because it's very empty right now. So let's get that done. Alright, so that is this area now kind of detailed, at least a lot better than what it was. We got to get these cows going. So I'm going to need a little bit of wheat. I can't break this wheat up here. Well, this one I could, but this wheat isn't to be farmed. This is just for aesthetics. So I'm going to go down to our actual wheat farm. I'm only going to grab about a stack. That should be beautiful. We haven't got many cows anyway, so we're not going to use that much. We are going to get these guys breeding like rabbits though, so let's feed them up. How did he get in there? Can he get out? Oh, well, I guess that's your home now. Oh, hold on. They can still make babies though. And now the baby's stuck there too. Okay, they're just looking at each other from a distance. Oh my days. Are you guys going to do anything? I just need to give them a little bit of encouragement. There we go. I also need to light this area up a little bit better because there's still some monsters spawning in here. So I'm just going to hang a lantern from these trees, throw some on some of these cobblestone walls. maybe from the corners of this roof here, just like that. And then I guess one in here just to keep this place lit up enough. But this place is coming together pretty nicely. When we get more cows in here, it's going to make a lot more sense. But we are not done yet because, I mean, we can't just have this farm in the middle of nowhere with the outsides looking like this. We got to put in some decorations. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do on the outside here. I think doing something similar to what we did here would be good. So using some spruce fences and some stone. So I'll have one maybe on this corner here. One here. We'll have a bit of distance for this one. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we'll chuck in some leaves. I think adding some flowering azaleas is going to be a nice little touch as well. Now there's a couple things I'm going to need to finish detailing the outside here. So let's go ahead and grab those things. We're going to need some bone meal, some spruce fences, some rose bushes, some lanterns, some podzol, coarse dirt, and I think some bamboo and string will look a little nice. So we're going to grab some of that as well. You know what? We'll grab a couple hay bales as well, just in case. But I think that should be plenty of materials. So first of all, because red is such a striking color, we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of these rose bushes. Using bone meal, you can just duplicate them. I'm just going to dot them throughout here a little bit. One in here will be nice. With all the green and gray, the red just adds a little pop of color. Very nice. Now we'll grab some hay bales, and on this side here, we're going to add in a little stack of them just for a little bit of, I guess, extra storage, because obviously there's a cow farm right here. They're going to need a lot of wheat. So we'll just chuck a couple around. One more here will be good. There we go. Now we don't want torches around, so we're going to chuck in a spruce fence with a lantern on it. Very simple, but it's going to get the job done a lot nicer than a torch. Actually, with this one, we'll just have spruce fences like this, and then we'll place it like that. Yes, beautiful. Over here, we'll do the same thing, just a lantern like that, just to stop people accidentally falling off. I mean, I guess they kind of deserve it if they're going to do that, but let me just chop down these trees and grab the spruce because we're already running out of spruce fences. Now, don't worry, those trees had no leaves because I came down and sheared them earlier when I needed the spruce leaves. That's why they're a little bit naked. So we'll quickly make up a bunch. I think I've got some sticks in here, don't I? Yep. See, I don't want to be wasting any of the beautiful precious logs on sticks. We've got so many of them. Now this is going to be a big spot here. I think it might look weird, so we might have to actually add in another little bit of leaves there. You know what? I'm going to add in a log there with a trapdoor on top. I think that'll look bloody beautiful. So just right in the middle, about here. Then have the spruce fences connected to that. Then the lanterns, and yeah, that's okay. That'll do. Now we can't forget to add some stairs and slabs to these to make them a little bit less janky, like that. That's a lot better. Add in some lanterns just along the side, the left-hand side of the path here. This is a pretty big area here. We can't just leave it empty like that. So we're going to have to put something in there. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm sure we'll figure that out soon. Now it is night, so I need to quickly just rest in the bed quickly, just so there's no phantoms. Now remember, we are not allowed to skip any nights on this series. So we just lay in bed just long enough to get a little bit of rest to get rid of the insomnia, and as you can see, it's still nighttime. Those phantoms are just super annoying. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and remove some of the grass along the side of the path and replace it with some podzol, and we'll do the exact same thing with some coarse dirt as well. Okay, that is looking a lot nicer. It's crazy how much difference just a little bit of podzol and coarse dirt adds in. We gotta add one more in here too. Just it seemed a little bit thin there. Maybe one here as well. You see, the point of the coarse dirt and the podzol is to make the path feel a little bit more real. Sometimes people are going to walk just on the outside, or animals, and it's going to turn the grass into mud, I guess. In here, we're going to change this. So there's a little path here. So I'm not going to use stone. I'm going to use the same mixture we've been using, but with a bit of dirt path as well. Just have a little bit of extra podzol and coarse dirt around here. That is going to be enough. Now we'll do the same thing over here so you can walk over there. Now it's going to come from here into like that. And then also from this side here. I think that'll be cool. There. That's looking pretty good. Just quickly put the crafting table there. It's in the way now. I feel like something needs to go in here. I'm not 100% sure what it is though, but we'll go ahead and add in our standard fences with the lanterns, just like that. Dude, oh my god. That was so close. He just full snuck up on me then. I'd seen him just on the outside of the sort of screen here, and I was like thinking, oh my god, no way. That was a good reaction. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty happy with that. I had no idea I could do that. I've just got so much trauma from all these creepers blowing up all the time that it's just a sharp reflex now. A little bit more dirt because there's gonna be a lot more traffic here. I think that is going to be it. Now grab a couple rose bushes and place it on the inside as well. Just through here. We'll go up to like here. This will be the kind of cutoff for us, at least for now, until we figure out what we're going to do out here, because I don't want to add in a bunch of stuff just to remove it later, because I still have no idea what's going to be over that way. Now that we've got all the kind of main details in here, we can go ahead and add in the grass just to fill in the space, because having just normal grass looks a bit weird. Adding a bit of the short grass and tall grass is going to really add a little bit of oomph. Yeah, look at that. That's looking pretty schmacking. Now, I do need to figure out what to do in here. I think I'm gonna add some spruce logs, maybe some brown concrete, and some spruce planks. So I'll dig this whole thing out here. Add the logs in first, and they're of course gonna be stripped. And we'll add in some planks and some concrete. Hey, like that? Or is that weird? I think it might be weird, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. That looks fine to me. That's fine. Whatever. A lantern and a lantern there too. Now this place is lit up and it's actually got a floor. Look, I don't know what this is, but it works, okay? I think it works. So we're just going to keep it for now. Now I'll go another dirt path there and another podzol here just to fatten the entrance up a little bit. Now this back wall's very bare. What if I just add in a line of scaffolding? No. Okay, forget that. Let's pretend I didn't do that. I didn't even know what I was thinking there. I guess we're just trying to be a little creative, trying things I've not tried before. Add in some maybe flower and azalea bushes. We'll do 2. And we'll grab some spruce leaves. Okay, maybe some spruce trapdoors like that. Yeah, that's a lot better than just being bare. Add a rose bush. Then I'll just add some spruce leaves to kind of section this off, and jungle leaves as well, like that. Then some bone meal, and we're adding our bamboo in the corner here. And we use string to stop it from growing anymore, just like that. Yeah, bamboo's nice. I like bamboo. Using it very sparingly, but yeah, it's beautiful. I might actually add some through here as well. Maybe one here. It's just different, you know? I like it, mate. We'll make this one 4 high. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bam. All these little details are coming together nicely. This bamboo though, it looked a little bit weird with only 1 on this side and then 2 on that side. So I'm going to add another one here. And then over here, where is it? I saw a little space. Yeah, here. Just going to add 3 of them here. Just going up by 1 each time. We'll see how that looks. Let's jump over here. Yeah, that's coming together. It does still look weird because there's obviously no mountain there, but we're going to fix that next. So we haven't got much stone, but we're going to use what we've got. I think where these sort of boulders are, there shouldn't be dirt between there and the mountain. It should come up through the mountain. I think that makes the most amount of sense. So there's 1 here as well. Because there's grass, we only needed to change 1. You know, this is such a minor detail. I don't even know if it's going to really change anything, but I'd rather do it now than later. So now we need to figure out this kind of mountain here. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and grab some more stone first of all, and then just put that together for you guys. And I'll do it in a time lapse because time lapses look bloody beautiful. All right, let's go. And my friends, this is what we're working with now. Look at that. You can't really see it. Okay, hang on. Let me land on this building here. Boom. Okay, that is so much better than what we had before. Obviously, I filled in all of these walls here, so it is actually a mountain now. It's not just floating. I filled in the back walls there and added all of the details to that, and it kind of just abruptly ends right there. But we're gonna work on this area soon, I promise. I also added in the leaves to these 2 trees because they looked a little bare, and yeah, that was probably about an hour's worth of work. I just use the replay mod and just jam out to some music while I do it because it's just tedious work. Makes it a lot more bearable, I guess. But we're not done yet. There's still a little bit more we have to do. Obviously in here still looks a bit bare, especially across that mountain range there. So what I'm going to do there, I'm going to add in some hay bales and a couple leaves as well as a little bit of bone meal, maybe some rose bushes. You know what? We'll chuck in some pumpkins as well because why not? Ooh, forgot I didn't have the elytra on. So there's going to be some hay bales just here because this wall looks a little bit weird. I just want to kind of cover that up a little bit. Add in a couple leaves just across the bottom of the mountain. Rose bush, rose bush, rose bush. Now a little bit of bone meal, and I'll take out the tall grass because I don't want the tall grass. I just want the short grass. There we go. Where are the pumpkins going to go? You know what? We'll chuck a pumpkin right there and there. And you know what? Back here as well, just so you can kind of see it. There we go. A little bit of orange is nice. Oh my god. Lucky I have my hoe with me. I'm going to have to bone meal that up. Hey, a bird has joined us. We've obviously done such a good job that the natural wildlife is coming here to have a look. Now, I don't want to add too much stuff in here because obviously we're going to need to breed all of these cows, which reminds me, feeding time. Hold on, where are all my cows going? Are they escaping somehow? Wait, how are they escaping? I honestly have no idea how these cows are getting out. I think I'm going to have to rewatch the replay just to see how it's even happening because they're all just wandering off over there. I had to walk them all back. I could have sworn I tried to get them all out by using the wheat, but they couldn't get out. I honestly have no idea. They can't get out. So how did they all get out? I really don't get it. I just watched him. Did you see that? Did you just see that? Bro, they can jump across here. What? What on earth? Okay, that's a little bit annoying. What if I put a gate there or a fence like this? Is that going to stop them getting out? I can't believe they could literally just jump across like that. Does that mean they can do that over here as well? I'm going to put some there just in case. Bro, that's crazy. I had no idea they could jump. All right, where's my boy going? Come on, buddy. Got yourself in a bit of a predicament there, haven't you? Yes, come with me. Follow me back to the Big Mac Production Center and trapped forever. Okay, hopefully now they can't get out. There's still just an Enderman in here. I don't want him taking out blocks that I kind of need to stay where they are. I'd like to see you get out of that now, mate. Not a chance. Now, this is kind of all pretty much done except for one spot. Let me just quickly do that. So this spot over here, like we said before, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to put over here, but I know now. So I've got a shulker box ready to go. So let me go ahead and grab that so we can start filling in that final spot. Whoa, bro, what the hell? I need to deal with this area too. That will be next. So this shulker box here has a bunch of random things in it. Now, I'm sure you can probably tell what we're going to build from what's in here. If not, you'll see very, very soon. So we'll grab this shulker box and we'll head back. Man, this map change is going to be crazy at the next 100 days. We're at day 117. So it's taken 17 days for us to do this so far, which I guess is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Probably could have been a little bit faster. Yes. Now y'all should eat and make Big Mac babies. Now that hopefully they're no longer going to be escaping, I'm hoping we can start seeing an exponential rate of growth for these Big Macs. I mean cows. Yeah, you can't get out now, can you, buddy? So this is kind of what we're working with now. And I'm pretty happy with what we got. Just need to add a couple more bamboo in. This one, we'll make it too high. And there we go. Look at that. This place is looking nice. We got a nice little campfire going. So now let's see if we can get ourselves, while it's the perfect time of the day, a good look at what we've made. Wow, look at that. That's looking so good. Honestly, that's looking so much better. There's so much detail in this area. Let me grab some of these bad boys over here. Some scaffolding. See if we can get a better look. I want to look from over here somewhere. I'm thinking here. Let's just chuck down maybe 30 of them. Yep. Let's just hope we got the elytra anyway. Yeah, look at that. That is looking so good. Got the beautiful barn going. Got the little smoker area so we can cook up all of our food. We got some cows dancing on their water buckets. Got a nice little campfire over to the side. All this wall is now done, as well as this wall up here. And this path is absolutely decked out. Looking absolutely perfect. Let's quickly feed these bad boys up. Make some more Big Macs. 1, 2. We've got like 15, 20 cows if you include the babies. We're coming along pretty nicely. Not too shabby. We just got to keep these guys fed up so they can keep producing some Big Macs. And I think this place will be absolutely beautiful. I mean, by far, this has to be the most luxurious cow farm anyone's ever seen in their life. I mean, all for just some meat, but hey, I love me some meat. So this has to be by far my favorite build so far. I mean, even this campfire is looking fantastic. Now, real quick, here are some before and after pictures that I think just look absolutely awesome. Alright, now that this cow farm's done and we're going to finally have some absolutely juicy steak, it's time to tackle the next problem in this world. And that is to tackle the entrance to my base, which is absolutely ugly. Like, it is really bad. So we're gonna fix it. All right, so before we get started, we actually need to get a different pickaxe because this one has fortune and we need to get one with silk touch. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now, I do have a pickaxe with silk touch, but it's obviously not going to cut it. There's no efficiency or unbreaking or mending on that thing, so we need to get that thing upgraded now. We've got this efficiency 4 book here, so we can go ahead and grab a couple of them. Let's just grab our emeralds. We haven't got many. We're pretty poor right now. Let me just quickly empty my inventory because there's way too much random crap in here. Man, our wood chest is completely full. That's crazy. Okay, I finished emptying out all of these shulker boxes, so we can go ahead and chuck these all in here, except this one. This is our little stasher. But yeah, we got 35 emeralds, so that's not really going to cut it, is it? So we got 2 efficiency 4 books. We can go ahead and combine those for efficiency 5, but we need efficiency 6. So we're going to need to do that again. Now, we do have a bunch of carrots in here, so we can go ahead and sell these. 64, that's a bit of a rip, mate. Come on. We got 17 emeralds from that. One of you guys recommended that I get a little Fletcher because we can sell sticks to them. So let's change this guy because he hasn't had any trade yet. Look at that. Okay, hold on. You just keep that right there, buddy. Don't you change that. Don't you dare change that. Can't believe we got sticks first go. That's crazy. Boom. Okay, that could be some very nice, easy emeralds. Yes, yes. Okay, here's the plan, guys. Here's the plan. How many emeralds do we get from a full stack? Stack of logs. 16 emeralds for a full stack of logs. It's not the best, definitely not the best, but I'll take it. So if I do 4 stacks of logs, this is going to take a long time to convert all of these and sell them, but we should get 64. Oh, he's doing it a bit cheaper for us too. 31 sticks. That's crazy. What a bargain. What a bargain, mate. Oh, we can sell string as well. We got a ton of string, so we might take that up. Man, those zombies are there's zombies nearby and they just keep growling. And there we go. We have a stack and 40. So let me go ahead and grab up another 2 efficiency 4 books. So now we should be able to make efficiency 6, right? Yep, efficiency 6. What have we got? Have we got unbreaking? Oh, we need to get a mending, so we'll grab a mending. Bro, 64 emeralds? What is this absolute rip? That's absolutely disgusting. Oh my days. Do I have unbreaking? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. 42 emeralds, bro. What? Come on. That's just not fair. Let me grab the string that we've got. We haven't got a lot, but I'll give it to him just because we get way more per stack, so it's a lot quicker. Man, that didn't even really put a dent. We still need, how many was it? We need 42, so we need 18 more. So if I just do another stack and a half, you know, I'll do 2 stacks of logs. That'll get us enough. We get unbreaking 3, and then this pick will be absolutely booming. Give me yo, my boy. All right, we got 57. That's plenty. So give me that book, my boy. Thank you. And we'll go chuck all of this on the pickaxe, and we'll be absolutely good, mate. Unbreaking 3, mending, and efficiency 6. Look at that. That's absolutely schmacking. So let's chuck all the stuff we don't need back in here, and we'll go pay a visit to our cows. Now we do need to fill them up. We need to get a lot more cows before we start cooking them up, because right now the population is absolutely abysmal. But with a little bit of wheat, we can make unlimited babies. These guys are going to get absolutely down and dirty and make even more meat. Don't ask me how it works because I have no idea. But it works. Look at all these future Big Macs being born. This is crazy. Oh, this one's got 3 children. We're absolutely terrorizing this population, just forcing them to have unlimited babies. There's so many babies here. Look at this. There's like 17 right there. There's a baby in the composter. There's just babies everywhere. Oh my days. Look at all these cows. We're multiplying them, guys. We're multiplying them. I'm so excited to start eating meat because these carrots are not doing me any good. This pickaxe is a little... Oops, I don't have my elytra. Thank goodness for the feather falling, right? Ah, come on. I'm always doing that. At least I have my hoe with me. I just keep my hoe in my inventory just because I know that I always mess that up. We just got to make sure to keep going up there every now and again just so we can keep getting our cows growing. Okay, I'm going to grab these shulker boxes out already because the next task we are doing is not going to require that or that or that. Let's put those in the chest. Or that. Actually, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. Okay, so now we have to figure out this. Now, I'm going to have to mine all of this area out, which is going to be a little bit tedious. So we do want to collect all the stone. That's the whole reason we got this. I think the best thing to do, we're going to go 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go from here. I'll bring some torches because we do not want to have any monsters trying to kill us at the same time. And yeah, I'm just going to do a bunch of mining. So start the time lapse right now. All right, we've done this much and the pickaxe is already almost dead. So we need to make a trip to the end. But as you can see, I've kind of just got this 4 blocks high so far, just so we can kind of mark out how wide or large we want the cave to be. And it's going to start tapering in over here. Now, this is just a kind of sketch I'm kind of doing. I'm not 100% sure how big this is actually going to be or what the walls are going to be shaped like, but I'm trying to get an idea and a feel for the kind of size that we want in here. And I'm thinking this is looking kind of good, but we desperately need to get this axe fixed. So let's go ahead and head over to the end, fix it up, and we'll come back and keep going. Now, it's already been one day. We're sitting on day 119. We started at the very start of this day and it's almost at the end now. So we're almost on day 120. And the goal is to not spend any more than 20 days on this. So I want this done by day 140. It's kind of hard to tell who I've already fed. I'm just randomly clicking until I see love hearts. Have I fed you guys? Yep, you've already made a baby. What about you? No, come on. Everyone's got to put in a little bit of work, all right? We want this family to be growing. Everybody's got to do their part. Let's head to the end. Man, this place is getting absolutely huge. And ladies and gentlemen, it is as easy as that. So let's get the hell out of this dimension and get back to absolutely digging a hole. Oh my God. I gotta stop doing that. That is bad. That can literally end the hardcore series just as quick as that. I gotta be a bit more careful. You know, this isn't like everyone else's hardcore series where they can just pop a totem. Nah, if we die, we're dead. That's the end. Finished. Anyway, continue that goddamn time lapse. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. Now we've got a decent shape and now we need to kind of try and do the roof, which is going to be a little bit tricky. So the idea is to kind of just have it shape up in a curve kind of thing. It's like a real cave, but how I'm going to do that, I have no idea. I think this is going to be the trickiest part because it's going to be hard to reach the roof as well, but I'm going to give it a red hot go. Do as best as I can, and I guess I'll do that in the form of a time lapse as well because yeah, I'm going to need to focus hard because this is going to be a little bit weird to do. Anyway, continue. Alrighty, we've done quite a bit now. It's actually starting to come together pretty nicely. A lot better than I was actually anticipating this early on, especially. But it's starting to look pretty good. Now, I just need to continue this exact same thing up a little bit more until we get a little bit closer to that top bit of dirt there. That's as high as we can go possibly because that's actually where the top of the mountain is. So we need to try and make it curve in a little bit more, but our pickaxe is almost dead once again. So we need to go ahead and repair that. Now we're on day 121, so we're 2 days into this project. We still got 18 remaining, so we're pretty much on time. But yeah, this pickaxe is becoming a bit of a problem. It just dies so fast. But I've been absolutely annihilating these cows with as much wheat as they can possibly eat, and they are growing rapidly. Now we do get a little bit of XP, so we'll see if we can actually get a little bit onto our picks and if it mends up a bit. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference because they don't give too much XP, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. No, unfortunately not. We're still going to have to go to the end, but it's fine. It's not going to take too long. But guys, look how many cows we've got going. These things are expanding and multiplying like absolute rabbits. This is going to be so good once we can get these guys cooked up. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and repair this pick and then we'll continue the time lapse. So let's go and do that right now. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're working with now, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's coming together pretty nicely. There's a couple rough edges that I need to kind of iron out a little bit, and I think I'm going to add some slabs to it because I think that'll make it look even better. So what I think I'm going to do is, especially on these kind of edges around the top, let me do it in the middle one just so I can show you guys real quick. Now around the edge, we'll just make a little platform here. We're just going to like add a couple around. Just like that, it'll smoothen it out and make it look a little bit cooler, I think. Obviously it looks weird right now because we've only got one, but once we do it all, it's going to look hectic. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Look at this little concoction I've just brewed up. This will help us get all these slabs into the right spots. Fingers crossed. All right, that's the entire roof absolutely slabbed out. Now I need to just do these side bits, which I can actually just jump up and reach, which is absolutely perfect, mate. Now, I actually also want to use some stone stairs around the corners because it's going to be a little bit more jagged than the roof. So let me grab a couple of them bad boys right now. Look, a stack and a half, it's probably not going to be enough, but we'll find out very soon. I feel like putting in the stairs is going to be better to do first because it's going to be harder to add them in because I won't be able to tell which ones are slabs and which ones are not. I'm just going to go through and chuck some of these things in as much as I can and we'll see how it kind of starts to look. Alright, and these stairs are added in and this place is absolutely looking bloody beautiful, mate. I'm not even going to lie. I'm very impressed with what I've done here. I'm surprised, okay? I didn't know that this would look this good. Okay, I think the stairs really add some extra oomph, and the oomph is getting really up there right now. I'm telling you, it's reaching cosmic levels right now, which is fantastic, mate. But I'm gonna add in the slabs because I think it's gonna really put the cherry on top and make this thing an absolute cake. So let me do that real quick because I'm absolutely fiending to see this thing right now. And guys, I'm not even done. I'm telling you, this is only the start. It's just gonna get better from here. So let me just work me magic. Oh my days. Guys, look at this. I am absolutely flabbergasted right now. This is looking fantastic, okay? Absolutely perfect. Now, I think I want to use chains and lanterns. There's just one problem. I don't actually know how to make chains. So let me go have a look at Google. Okay, it's literally just a bunch of iron. So let me grab up a couple pieces. We'll turn all those blocks in and I'm just going to make how many dude, what the heck? 1 iron ingot and 2 iron nuggets for 1 chain. That's disgusting. Let me make let me make 2. Dude, I can't believe how much of a rip-off that is. What the hell? 1 iron is 1 chain. That is, yeah, that's inflation. That is inflation at its finest right there. That is, oh my days. Okay, I can hang it from like a stone brick. I think that'll be okay. I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to. I think we just have to make a bunch of them because, I mean, how else are we going to light it up? So what I'm going to do is probably just go around and figure out where I want these first. But just remember, obviously this is really close to us right now. This whole floor is going to go down by another 5 or 6 blocks. So that is going to be pretty high in the sky. So don't worry about that. I'm just going to make 38, whatever. I guess we got a ton of iron. It's just a sacrifice we're going to have to make. Now, I don't want all of them to be the same height. I want some of them to be, I guess, 1, 2, or 3 chains. I'll go through and I'll make the ones that are going to be 3 long first. Now we'll make them 2 long and 1 long. Oh my god, we used so many of the chains. We've only got 13 left. But that's around the edges kind of done. And it's looking good, okay? It's looking good. Now, we're going to have to go up into the middle a bit. I think I'm just going to make a big-ass tower right here. And I'll put one here. Okay, I've just made a bunch of little paths here. Boom. Okay, that'll be the middle done. I feel like we need some more here. Go there. We need one here, but that's not the right block. That's a slab right there. We might have to be... Oh, we can just put it there. That's fine. That's bloody beautiful, mate. And I guess we'll put one there. I think that should be good. I think it will. I am going to need a couple more chains though, so I'll just go buy the bullet again. I'll just use whatever iron is in my inventory, I guess. Oh, actually, you know what? 35 should be sweet. I literally had the perfect amount of lanterns for how many stone brick walls I placed down. That was not planned. Oh, I'm actually probably going to need to put one right here, I think. Right there. It's a bit dark. So I'm going to need to grab another lantern. I'm sure I've got plenty. Okay, I don't have plenty. I don't have any, actually. So I'm going to need to make more. Once again, more iron down the drain. We're going to need to smelt up all that raw iron. But go smack this bad boy over here. Boom. Okay, that's looking pretty good. The roof is now lit up. I didn't want it dark. That would be weird. But I have something really cool to show you. I've been obviously feeding up them cows while I've been doing this whole thing. Look how many cows we got. Oh my god, look at them all. There's so many. I told you they're going to be breeding like rabbits. Oh my days. Look at this. We had like almost a full stack of wheat. We're already halfway through and not even fully breeding these guys yet. Like, this is crazy. Look how many Big Macs we got here. Look at that. We've used all of our wheat and there's still so many people to feed. Like, it's insane. There's just so many Big Macs. Look at them all. That's crazy. I didn't even know who the 2 creators were. Could be any of them. But it's a good sight. I'm not going to lie. It's a good sight. Let's see what it's like to fly in here now. Ready? Now that we've got that whole section kind of dug out. Look at that. Okay. That was a pretty terrible flight. But you kind of got the idea. It's looking so much better instead of just flying into a little tunnel. But now that it's all stone, now we have the important part to do. Guys, you know me, I love to use some texture because it makes everything look 100 million times better. So I'm going to grab up all my andesite, which is pretty lackluster at the minute. I'm not going to lie, we need to get some more. And I'm just going to go through and replace some of the stone with andesite. I'm going to be a little bit sparing just because there's so much, but I'm just going to add some in and it's going to really make this place pop. So once again, champions, I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, now we got the andesite in. And I kind of wanted to try adding in a little bit of green, but I didn't want to use leaves. So what I'm going to do is add in some stone bricks and some mossy stone bricks. Now, bear with me, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to stay because I have no idea what it's going to look like. But I'm thinking of just adding in like little lines of this, like I would usually with leaves, just kind of in little spots. Just throughout here a little bit. I think it looks okay. It's very subtle. I think it's very subtle, which is good. We want it to be a bit subtle. Yeah, I think that adds like a little bit of spice. You need a little bit of spice, otherwise it just gets a bit boring. Yeah, it's very, very, very minor, but I think it really, really helps. All right, that's the little bit of mossy stone bricks and normal stone bricks added in, and I think it's looking pretty good. So I think the roof, oh, my guy. Come on, man. I didn't mean anything by it, dude. I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at my beautiful work. But anyway, now you're gone. So that kind of sucks for you. You didn't have to go and do all that, but whatever. I don't know what I'm yapping about. Okay, so the next thing to do is start to go down, which is really going to make this cave look awesome because right now it looks a bit weird, looks a bit funky because of obviously how short it is. But once we go down, it's going to look hectic. So I'm going to pretty much just map out this entire area. And of course, I'm going to do it in a time lapse because I mean, yeah, I don't really have another option. I'm so sorry. There's so many different time lapses and things going on in this video. I hope it's not annoying, but yeah, let's go. Oh my God, you just seen inside of me. That's wild. Go.
A few moments later.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is now what we're working with. Look at that. That is so much better than the little tunnel we had. This is infinitely better, guys. This is nuts. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to plan out where this river is going to flow into. It's going to be a lake in here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to kind of mark it out for now. And there's going to be like a little island in the middle. You guys will see very soon why. I'm not going to tell you just yet. You'll have to wait and see. But there's going to be an island in the middle. So I'm going to kind of mark this out. Just be heading around the edge all the way around. Now with this bit here, it's very flat. I am going to need to change this a little bit. That's why I left a couple blocks space, just so we have that little bit of room to work with. So it's not going to be flat forever, I promise. There's so many endermen spawning in here. I had like 3 in there earlier. I had to kill all of them. Don't know why. Literally just endermen. They keep stealing all my blocks. Gonna have to block all this water off just for now. Now let's fatten this up a little bit. So I don't quite know how wide the little bit in the middle is going to be. The little floating island. Well, not the floating island, just the regular island. Let's just make sure we light this area up. We do not want any mobs spawning. That would be horrible. I mean, we can't really help the enderman. He just does whatever he wants. I think it should probably be about that size. So let's kind of try and shape it out a little bit better. That should be pretty perfect, I think. You know, just removing all the stone from that level down to here. I had to go and repair the pick 2 times, and the pickaxe is getting close to half again, so it's a bit ridiculous. There's so many blocks removed. This is such a huge build. I did not know it was going to be this big, I'm not going to lie. It's been almost 4 hours worth of work just to excavate this all out and I guess do the roof. All right, that is, yeah, that's good. That's good for now. Now, I do need to go ahead and add some more stone just to make the walls a little bit less harsh, because right now they're very flat. Just very simple, but just like that. That will make it look a lot better because instead of just coming straight down, it kind of curves back in a little bit. Whoa, baby zombie. My man. Bedtime. Ah, another one. What the hell? This one has a shovel. Bro, get out of here. They're coming from this cave. There we go. That's looking pretty perfect, I think. I told you that roof was going to be a lot higher. The lanterns looked so close before, but now they're very far away. All right, that's both sides done. Now I just need to make sure all the walls are made out of stone. So we'll get rid of the ores, like this coal, this gravel up here. This is coming together so nicely. I'm so happy with what this is doing. Now, similar to what we've done on the outside, I'm going to grab a bunch of tuff, some cobbled deep slate, and some cobblestone, just to add around the bottom, kind of reaching just out of the water. So right here, this is going to be where the water level is. So having it look like it's a little bit wet at the bottom, I think that's going to look really nice. All right, then we'll go and add in the tuff and a little bit of cobblestone. I think I'm going to have to dig the cobblestone into the actual wall though. Just like that. Now I'm gonna have to do the same in the middle, but first I need to raise this up a little bit. You're gonna need to grab some more stone. We got so much stone though. There is almost unlimited stone in our chest room now, so we're going to be good for a while. I do have a pretty big project coming up, which this stone is going to be very useful for, but I can't say too much because I want to give it a bit of a secret and a surprise for now, but it's going to be cool. I think up to this level would be perfect. Maybe a tiny bit higher. But actually, it should probably be up to the same level of that. Let's go another... Bro, what? We're already out of stone again? That's crazy. Let me grab some more stone, and I also need to get some food. So let me grab some hay, and we'll go up and get our first victims from the cow farm. Look at these cheeky buggers. There's so many of them. I'm going to feed them all and then I'm going to take them out. Right, so I've fed 45. Now let me just go ahead and grab some meat. Wow, look at all of them in here. Wow, oh, they're all gone. I have no idea where they went. Yep, no idea. All right. That should be plenty of meat for now. I'm gonna go and cook all this delicious meat up. I'm so excited to eat all their babies. I'm not gonna use the smoker area that we built up there just now. I'm gonna put it here just because I don't want to wait up there. Alright, I'll just grab one piece so I can eat up and then we'll go back to doing what we were doing. You know what this little bit in the middle is reminding me of? The wizard tower from Clash of Clans. That's not what we're building, but it's reminding me a little bit of it. I think for now, this is looking pretty good. This is pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing to the edges that we did around the outside edges. There we go. Look at that. That's looking pretty nice. So let me empty all the stuff I don't need. And now I'm going to grab a bunch of sand and a shulker box because we're probably going to need it. We'll just place it here temporarily and put all the sand in there. And I'll place this one down too so we can put the coal ore in there. And now we just have to go and dig out all the sides. Now we just have to dig out the area for the water to actually go in. I keep having to replace all these torches. It's a little bit annoying, but the last thing I want is to get into a fight. Not right now. Not when we're playing with sand and creepers can just blow it up. I can't think of anything that would be more annoying than that. I'm really hoping I don't have to go and repair this pick again because that would be super annoying. You know how many trips I've had to make to the end just for this video alone? More than I ever have before, ever, altogether. That's nuts. That's unheard of. That's unprecedented. Let's see if our food is cooked up. None of them are open. Which one did I put it in? There it is. A full stack of steak. Oh my days. I'm so glad we don't have to eat those potatoes or carrots anymore. This is the best day of my life. We got to be careful because if you mine the stone underneath the sand's going to fall. And that's just going to be a bit annoying, but we got to do what we can to try and avoid that. Mitigate the issue a little bit. Just got to be very nice and careful. Alright, that's the second level of sand done. Now we just got 2 or 3 to go. Oh my days, this is turning out to be a huge build. So much bigger than I could have imagined. Alright, that's the 3rd level done, and we're just going to do one final level. No need to go any deeper, this is already deep enough. Alright, it is all filled in with sand and ready to be absolutely filled in with water. Now, have a look at this absolutely epic build from up here. This is looking absolutely beautiful. Now, let's go ahead and remove all of this stone. Actually, no. We have to fill in the water first. So let's go ahead and grab a bucket. I got 3 buckets right there. Now, the way to do this is to fill in one level at a time because a full block of water counts as a whole block. So you can just create an infinite water source above. It's not a hard thing to do, but it just takes a little bit of time. You can see it's all filling in. There we go. That's this entire first bit done. Now we just got to do it again on this level. You can see it obviously becomes an infinite water source as you place it along like that. Watch this. Ready? Boom. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill all of this in up to this level, and then I'll see you guys in an absolute second. And ladies and gentlemen, the grand reveal. This is what it looks like now. Oh my good lord, this is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I was in the middle of adding some bone meal in, but I ran out. So I'm going to quickly finish that up real quick for you guys. Now, I was just going to leave it as sand, but it looked just a bit boring. So I figured I'd just bone meal the hell out of it and get some seagrass going, and I think it's really turned out nice. I do actually want to see if I can fly around and find a coral reef or something, because I want to add in a little bit more color, because green isn't just going to cut it. It's just a bit green, you know. I need a bit more variation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to see if I can find some coral and add that in as well, but the seagrass is definitely add into the complexity of this sort of lake here, because the sand was just very yellow. But now this is turning out pretty good, and I'm excited because now we have the most important part, which you guys don't actually know what's going to happen yet, but I do. I'm excited to show you. Okay, so I do need to fix up this wall here before we do anything. So let me do that real quickly. Fortunately, it means we're gonna have to get rid of this ladder, but you know what? I should probably grab a few things before I do that. Look, our pick is almost dead too. Thankfully lasted to the end though, so credit where credit is due. It survived. I didn't have to go back to the end another time because that would have frustrated me more than I could even say on camera legally. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Holy camole. Didn't know the bookshelves were gonna pop out like that. Okay, that is a lot better. I'm gonna need to add in some stairs and slabs. I think that'll really make it pop. I also need to fix up the water real quick. There we go, simple as that. Chuck in some bone meal. Then I need to do the tuff and cobblestone. Oh my days. I really should have planned this out a little bit better. I should have done this part a little bit before adding in all the water, but I mean, you live and you learn, I guess. Look at this. This is insane. Compared to what this was, this is like 155,000.3 times better, at least. Oh, look at this. Look how cool it is to float in here. I think I'm fine with just keeping it as seagrass for now. Anyway, we're still not done yet. I do still need to go ahead and connect the river to this cave section here. It's still filled in with stone. So let's do that real quick. It's as simple as that. That was very easy. A lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm also going to bone meal up all of this sand because I do like the look of it. Actually very nice. I might as well just do this entire riverbed here. Now, eventually, I'm sure I will find coral and I'll add that in as well. But for now, seagrass is definitely going to do us good. Make this a little less boring, I guess. It's so weird looking in and seeing that huge cave in there. Let's go for a bit of a swim, I guess. All right, so it's time for me to go ahead and build that thing that I've been trying to hide from you guys. So let's go across and grab the stuff that we need. It's a bit awkward getting in here now. We have to use scaffolding, but not for long. So if I'm being honest with you, I don't actually know how this is going to look. This whole thing I've just kind of been building and winging it. So yeah, let's hope this doesn't wreck it. There's going to be a spruce bridge built all the way across to this middle platform here, and essentially it's going to be a thing we can walk across, fly out of the base on. And the same thing, if we want to come back, we just fly onto this little thing here, and yeah, we'll be able to walk across the bridge. Now, I've built quite a few bridges in my days. I've got a couple tutorials building a few, but none of those are going to work with this situation here, unfortunately. Now let's just quickly test this out. All right, let's fly out just up here, and then we're going to fly in. All right, this is going to be amazing. We fly in and we land on the bridge. Boom. That's incredible. You cannot tell me that's not amazing. Okay, so I think there should be like a pillar reaching down in the middle. So what I'm going to do, grab up some spruce logs because, I mean, come on guys, you should know me by now. Spruce logs is my go-to. I'm going to count this just to make sure I get it right in the middle. So we've got 12. So that means if I go 6, this right here should be the middle, which I guess works out pretty well because that's right in the middle there too. So let me drop down, build up a little tower, go one above. Now we can remove this because we know where the middle is now. We'll build another one on the other side. Wait, how are we going to get up there? Oh my God. Oh, we can walk up here. That's fine. Now, should we have something like this? I think that looks okay. How many blocks long is it though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There should also be a pillar right here, like that. All right. Okay. It's definitely interesting. What about a sticky outy bit? I think it might be a little too wide, to be honest. Okay, no, that's looking kind of good. Okay, so now I just need to figure out the fences a little bit, because that's a little bit strange. I'll put some spruce stairs like that, then trapdoor, and spruce stair again. Now I can do that and then a stair once more. How does that look? Does that look okay? Yeah, that looks alright. But do I also put a sticky outy bit here? I'll leave it for now. Okay, this is low-key. Why are there so many Enderman? I still don't get it. I don't understand at all. What is their obsession with this place? Okay, we'll grab some stone brick walls and we'll make up some spruce fences. Grab some more lanterns again. Luckily, I've been cooking up some iron. I haven't got much. That's barely any iron. Oh my days. Hopefully we've got enough. Just do the standard design like that. Ay. I think we're going to need more lanterns. Hold on. No, we have the exact right amount. No way. Oh, that is beautiful, mate. Yeah, let's have a gaze at that. Yeah, that's looking okay. I'll give it a thumbs up. Now I'm going to chuck trapdoor there, and then on these ones as well. And then I think having another spruce log protruding just like this, I think it'll do a world of good. And we got to strip that boy. And should we have Just an over detailed underbridge. Does that make sense to have there? Hey, you know what? I think it might work. I think it might work. Okay, and that's what the bridge looks like. Look, it's not perfect, but I do like it. It's got character. Definitely got character. I should add some stone buttons in on the side as well. That'll add a little bit. Just a, very minuscule detail, but it adds for sure. Look, it is 100 million times better for sure, without a shadow of doubt. We can actually walk into our base now and feel I mean, this is such a huge entrance for such a tiny base. Like, look at the size of this base. It's very, look, it's small. It's comfy, it's cozy, right? And I mean, we've got a ladder still with the librarian in there, or two of them doing whatever they're doing. Let's leave them. But then we've got this absolutely obnoxiously large entrance to such a small base. You'd think this entrance would be for something absolutely huge, but no, it's just our little starter underground base. So, I mean, yeah, whatever that means. Now, I should probably detail this little bit in the middle, because right now it's not very detailed. It's pretty ugly. So I'll grab me a little bit of andesite and some stairs and slabs, and I'll just finish going to town on this bit here. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do the fly in. So let me fly out. And let's just pretend we're about to return to our base, alright? So we're flying back, looking at our gorgeous base from above. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Yes, it is. But we're going home, so let's fly into the cave. Oh, that looks so good. No way. That looks incredible. And just fly right in. Oh my days, that is so much better. Then we walk out, we have this beautiful lake. This cave lake that this is 100% custom. This was literally a mountainside before. Okay, I've got a before and after on the screen. The before and after of the tunnel. And I also want to try and see if I can find a before photo of the actual mountainside so you can see what that looks like. I'm sure you're looking at it right now. But yeah, then when we want to leave the base, we literally walk out to the edge, jump off, and fly away. That is remarkable. Phenomenal. I've never made anything so beautiful. I know I've said that literally for the last 3 builds or something, but I think this is my favorite build so far. This is awesome. We just keep topping it every single time. Now that we've got the entrance to our base looking absolutely perfect, it's time to fix the rest of the base. As you can see, there is a ton of empty space, which desperately needs filling all the way up here and especially around here. So we're going to build a bunch of aesthetic farms, which will make this area look 157,000 times better. So to start off with, we're going to expand that carrot farm that we didn't actually finish properly last time. So obviously we have this huge wheat farm, which then transitions into a carrot farm over here, except it doesn't go for very long. So our job is to expand this all the way up the side here. Now, first of all, we need to figure out where this river is going to go, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to curve over here to the right and then over the edge of this side here. So we'll start by digging out the area. Oh my goodness, we're going to need to go have a quick little rest. There we go, that should stop them from spawning. And it is so much nicer to come in and out of the base now. 100,000 million times better now that we have that entrance done. Absolutely beautiful, mate. Oh my days. Dude, those phantoms knocked us down into a party. We still have 1 phantom left. I'm going to have to take this guy out because he's been absolutely annoying. Get out of here, mate. Oh, and there's a creeper. And a skeleton shooting us from above. Oh my days. These guys are just everywhere. They really want to take us out. Oh, we might die. Oh, we might die. Oh my god. Okay, that was way too close. If that skeleton hit us again, we were done. Oh, and there's another skeleton. I'm not even going to bother. I'm out of here. And that is how easily we can lose this world. Because we don't have totems and we are not skipping no nights. We're playing this like real men. All right, so this is going to be kind of where the river's going to flow through. It's going to flow out and then over the side. And I have a pretty cool plan for what to do over the side here. But we got to get this river flowing first. So I have a shulker box here with a bunch of cobblestone and sand. Let me quickly dump all this stuff in here. I have another shulker box for just random stuff that we pick up. I'm going to grab up this cobblestone and then some sand as well so we can lay the foundation of this river. Not going to lie, building a river here is going to be a lot trickier because there's no blocks underneath. We have to build something to hold the sand on. So it's a little bit more tedious, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. I think I should probably lay the foundation in the middle first. This will be the lowest point. We might as well fill this in so we can have something to step on at least. Yeah, buddy, you got to get out here. This is not the time. This is definitely not the time. All right, so we've got the cobblestone down. Now I can pretty much just place down a bunch of sand through the middle, and then place a little bit of cobblestone around the edges of that sand there, then place sand on top of that cobblestone just to have it come up a little bit, and then do that one more time so that the sand meets up to the dirt. And then in the places where it needs just a little bit of extra sand, we can just go ahead and dot it through here, just like that. Beautiful. So now we need to go ahead and fill this up with water, but we got to make sure we block off this end just temporarily because we're not ready to move over this way just yet. We got to fix all this area up first. So that should be good to go now. So I'll grab my buckets out of here and just absolutely go to town on this area. Finally, the top level. And that is that done. Wow, this is looking bloody beautiful. Now, the seagrass we added not long ago really adds some extra detail to this. So it's something I'm going to have to do again. So let me go grab some bone meal. Dude, it is so much easier to get in here now. I'm also going to craft up some more fireworks because we're pretty low on them right now. The last thing we need is to be running out of them. I'll also grab some spruce logs as well. We're going to need to build a bridge. Just a little bridge like that one. There we go. That is the riverbed done. Eventually we'll find some coral and we'll add it in for some extra color in here. But for now, this is good. Now we're going to grab up some stone slabs, andesite slabs, polished andesite slabs, and stone brick slabs. And we're going to figure out where this path is going to go. So I want this to wrap around this way, but also have a little bridge across here so you can get down to the little mining outpost that we built down there. So it should follow a pretty straight line through here, being about 2 to 3 blocks wide. Oh, we got some friends again. Let's try and avoid these guys. I don't really want to fight right now. I think I'm going to have to though. I think I'm going to need to fight him. Oh, he's made his way up. Biggest mistake that guy's ever made. Oh my god, it is a party down here. We got to light this area up. I mean, I do have something planned for under here. Got a really cool plan. Oh my god, he almost blew up all my river. Yeah, I do have a pretty cool plan. Yo, we got a disc. Mellow high, or whatever. I don't even know how to say it. Do this. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh my days, I thought that was going to blow up then, and all the water would have fallen down. That would have been a little bit annoying. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. So I'm just going to continue building this path. Going to add in some stone bricks first because this is going to be the least common. A little bit of stone bricks is good. Too much is not. We're going to use some polished andesite. A little bit more than the stone bricks this time. Now we'll add in some regular andesite. Oop, not that one. Regular andesite. Once again, a little bit more than the polished andesite this time. And then the remaining blocks is going to be stone. So stone will make up the bulk of this path. Now, if you guys remember, this was pretty much the first thing that we built after making our little starter base. So yeah, this needs a little bit of fixing. So we're going to have to add our stone bricks, andesite, and polished andesite to this path. So we'll start, of course, with these stone bricks. Oh my days, you need to get out of here, mate. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to start with the stone bricks. Got to make sure we go up here as well. Seems like a creeper had a little bit of fun right here. And then it matches up to here to where we've added the actual design in here. So that's perfect. You know, it's pretty bittersweet coming through and fixing up this path. It was made so long ago, almost 100 days ago now. Actually, I think it's pretty much smack on 100 days ago. We built this path originally. So now that we're, coming through and actually finishing it off, it's making this feel a lot more wholesome, I guess. It's about time we came back and started working on this area. And finally, we'll add in our andesite. And that is the path now detailed. Finally, after 100 days, we've got this path finished. Now, a little bit of history. If you missed the last 100-day video, this was the very first thing that we built. Originally to get some emeralds, and then it pretty much ended where these leaves are, and then on the very next part we went ahead and built up this huge area here. Why is there a dirt block there? That has to have been an enderman, come on. Anyway, we pretty much built up this area and we focused on moving up that way, and we were supposed to come back down here, but we never did. Oh my days, I'm telling you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do this way too much. But yeah, we moved on up to the left and we never actually made it back down here. Then straight after that, we went straight over there, the opposite side, and started building the mining outpost, which, don't get me wrong, was a lot of fun. And I really like the way this build turned out. It just doesn't feel like it's connected to the entire build that we've got going on here, because it's kind of just down here and there's no connection. So let's get that connection finally put in so that the build actually feels connected. Now with this path, I'm thinking it would be best to have it come this way and cross here. I think that will be nicer. So let's have it diverge from here over to there, just like that. I think that shape is looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit wider in this part. I think that will work. So we'll do the exact same thing we did before. Place it in the stone bricks first, very lightly, then some polished andesite, normal andesite, and then last but definitely not least, in fact most, the stone. Then it'll connect exactly opposite on this side, and we just need to build a bridge here. So let's, I guess, do a similar thing that we did before. I guess just like that. Okay guys, look, it is not my best bridge, but it's kind of hard for me to build these tiny bridges. Just make sure it connects to the ground so it makes a bit of sense. And we'll drop the stuff we don't need in here. There we go. Now we've got a little bit more space. Now the reason the roads and the bridges are also small out here is because this isn't actually going to be the main area of our base. You see, this entire thing that we're building here is literally going to be the outskirts of a humongous kingdom that we're going to build on top. So the roads are going to be small because it's only going to be traveling through fields of crops and connecting smaller houses and hamlets together. So since the traffic isn't going to be very high, there's no need for the roads to be very big, but they are going to be well maintained using stones rather than dirts, because it's still going to be pretty close to the main village. Who is on my days? Excuse me, buddy. Let me get rid of this little boner. Boom. Okay, so now let's connect this with, once again, just a stone. It's going to be a little bit more tricky because there's a bit of elevation to this path. Oh my days, that's a big drop. And there we go, that's this path now done. Now we can walk up and down, and it is looking pretty good. We're currently sitting on day 136, so we want to do this as quickly as possible. We don't want to burn through too many days. So now it's time to figure out the hydration of the land. So we're going to plow everything and hope that we don't need to add too much extra little spots of water, at least on the side of the river. Actually, because these are slabs, we can just add water in there, can't we? And no one would even know. So I guess we'll just do that when necessary. Look at that. This farm is going to expand so fast. Now, we do need to make sure we figure out the lighting though. Now, usually I place a spruce slab with a lantern on top, but there's not going to be any of those here. And I kind of want to get a little bit more fancy. We're going to use some spruce fences, coarse dirt, and some lanterns. And that'll give us a nice little lamppost. But we do need to grab some iron, and we do need to smelt some. So let's smelt up this stack and a half so we can make some lanterns. We've got a couple spruce fences. I'm going to grab a couple extra just in case. 40 should be plenty. And then I have more than enough coarse dirt. Come on, iron, you need to smelt up. We got 10. How many lanterns will that give us? 11 lanterns. You know what? For now, that should be plenty because we haven't really got much space to work with just yet anyway. So let's make sure we light up the area before any scary monsters spawn in. There we go. That's very nice. So we can now remove these ugly torches. So now we just got to plow all the land on this side. Now this side will definitely require some of these little spruce slabs with, of course, a little lantern on top. Now I'm probably going to put some leaves here. So I'll leave this a little bit empty. Should leave this one empty too. Same on this side. Just a little bit of space for some leaves to separate the farm because the farm isn't going to be heading down this path here. Gonna do something like we did over there. Okay, and that is all of this area here plowed up and ready to go. Now I do need to quickly just go under here and of course stop this water from flowing just like that. Oh no, get out of here, my boy. Thank you for your insides. Hey, I'll take your insides too, mate. Nope, I guess I won't. Okay, he really didn't want me to have his insides. Hey, you too, buddy. Bro, that skeleton literally almost got me killed. That was crazy. Literally shot me into the skeleton. What? Bro, these mobs, they're popping out of nowhere. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Okay. Oh my days. 2.5 hearts. I guess that's not too bad. That's still plenty of oomph. But yeah, it's very dangerous under here. Go ahead and fill in this just to make sure you can't see through, because when the land is plowed, you can just see under the block, which is a little bit ugly. Bro, where are these mobs coming from? I thought I put my elytra on. Apparently not. Okay, this is looking so much better. Like 157,000 times better. I'm not even lying, guys. It's insane. Now, the next thing we need to do is figure out this, because it doesn't look very good. Yeah, it was a rushed job, but yeah, that's not gonna cut it. So let's go ahead and grab some stone, as well as all the other stuff we need. We need some tuff, some cobble deep slate, these things, and a little bit more andesite. So let's go ahead and fix up that wall. Alright, that is that wall 100 times better. So now we can go ahead and add in all of our plowed land. For this side, we'll just add in our water to the edge of the road. There we go. Now it's all plowed up. Now let's go ahead and harvest up what little carrots we have here. So we have enough to plant over there. That gave us almost 10 stacks of carrots. So that should be enough to hopefully get this whole area filled in. Oh, with plenty to spare.
just over 3 stacks. Now, it is the middle of the night, so I don't want to give a little reveal just yet. What I'm going to do instead is continue the path up this way because the carrots will continue all the way around. So just like before, I'm going to dig the path out just to kind of plan where it's going to go. I guess we're going to go up to here because we haven't finished filling in all of this area just yet. Hey, look, we got a farmer villager there, a zombie farmer villager. Very fitting for what we're doing. Man, we blew through our polished andesite very fast. I need to try and be a little bit more sparing with it because we don't have much andesite as it is. But I did find out we don't only have to look for andesite, we can look for diorite as well. And if we craft both diorite and cobblestone together, it will turn it all into andesite, which would be absolutely perfect. Which not only gives us a awesome use for the cobblestone that we've got, but look at all the diorite around there. There's so much that we already can see. So we'll be able to get our hands on a bunch of andesite when we need it. Now we'll just fill the rest of this in with the stone. We got a skeleton try and snipe us through there. Our iron should be ready now, so we can go ahead and craft up some more lanterns. 64, just like that. Now we have plenty. Now I know we can get lanterns from the villagers, which we will eventually do once we have a bunch of emeralds, but for now we're just gonna have to craft them up. So let me go through and plan out where I want these little lampposts to be, just along this path. Beautiful. Now we can add in our water and of course plow the land. And because we don't have many carrots, let's just plant these now in all of this space that we just created, just so we can at least get them growing, so we can have pretty much unlimited carrots once they're all done. I do want to place some slabs, just spruce slabs along the edge here, just to make it easy to go up and down these levels. We did the same thing over on the wheat, and it would cover in those little holes in between as well, which is just perfect, and just make the transition between the levels a little bit better. So now we can just walk all the way down without having to worry about trampling on the crops, and just fix up the path, of course. And that leaves us with 39 carrots. Oop, make that 38. Now, it's pretty much a perfect time to actually have a look at this to see the progress we've made so far. So let's just jump off here. Wow, look at that. The crops aren't grown yet, so it's gonna look a lot better when they're fully grown, but that is definitely a huge difference in what it was before. Now, obviously there's a lot of work to do around the side here, and the carrot farm is going to pretty much extend all the way up to this little stone over here. This is pretty much where it will end. So obviously we need to fix up all of this grass here, slightly adjust the mountainside, add in all of our water, and wait for these crops to grow so we can plant more. So I'm going to do that in the form of a time lapse for you guys, just to save you a bunch of time, and because they look pretty bloody awesome. So start the bloody time lapse now. And after a solid 45 minutes or 2 full days and nights in game, this is what we've got done, and it's looking absolutely bloody beautiful, mate. It's the middle of the night now, so we're probably not going to have the best view of this whole thing, but I'm still going to give it a go. So we'll just jump right off the side here and have a look at what we've got going. And oh my days, it's not grown right now, but it still looks good. Once it fully grows, it's going to look so much better. So now we've obviously got our wheat growing over here, and we've got our carrots over here, but we now need to get some more crops going. Now, one crop that I need a lot of is, of course, sweet berries, but I don't think I have any, do I? No, we literally don't have any sweet berries, but that's no problem because I'm sure we'll be able to find them pretty easily. Now, sweet berries are not really a very useful one, but they're very aesthetic. I love to use them in my builds, and it just adds like an extra kind of bush to the game, makes it so much nicer. Now, I don't actually know where to find these. Maybe a forest? I guess we should look over here. Maybe they're super close and we just haven't even realized. Whoa, 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 buddy, hold on. Okay, this is how we're gonna play. I see. Might as well pick up these flowers while I'm out here. I don't have many flowers. Do we have peonies yet? I think we might, but just in case, I'm gonna grab all of these. If we don't, then this is another extra flower that we don't have yet. Okay, I don't think we're going to find any bushes in the savannah. Hey, excuse me, I'm talking. Let's try the jungle. Maybe the jungle has some. While we're here, actually, I do need to grab some cocoa, because... Hold on a second, did I just drop my pickaxe as that exploded? Oh my days. Talk about extremely unlucky timing. Oh my god. Oh, no, there it is. I was about to punch myself in the face. I'm not even gonna lie. I was so mad at myself then. We only literally just got this pickaxe. I thought I just exploded it. Man. Anyway, where are these cocoa beans? I swear I remember jungles just being loaded with them. Am I literally just blind? I swear there's... Oh, hello, panda. I'm gonna steal you later. I don't know why. I don't know when, but I will. Why am I struggling so hard to find these cocoa beans? What on earth? There's literally none. There it is. Oh my days. Thank you. That's all I need. I'm not even going to bother finding more. But we still need to find the sweet berries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over there. Maybe over there's got some. We're just going to do a flyby on our base. Look how beautiful this thing is. Man, it is looking good. I'm so excited for these carrots to fully grow. Maybe this forest over here. Now, I know for sure that they spawn in a tiger or however you say it. I'm sorry. Where the spruce trees are, okay? I know they spawn there, but I'm hoping I don't have to go all the way there because the closest one is a huge journey and I don't really want to do that. But by the looks of it, I think that's gonna have to be the plan. Let me just do some quick research. Okay, it is only in taiga biomes, so we're gonna have to make a big journey. Obviously, you guys don't have to make the journey. You'll be there in a second. And here we are. So let's find our sweet berries and get the hell out of here. Bro, where are they? Don't tell me we came all this way for nothing. Okay, there's a snowy tiger over here. Maybe it's in here. Come on, where are them sweet berries? There's literally none. What? There they are. Oh my days, thank the Lord. Bro, we had to walk so far through this biome to be able to find these. These things might be pretty rare. Now they're everywhere. Now that we've found one, okay, we got way more than enough. We got a stack and 12. So we can go all the way back. And here we are, home sweet home. Now for the sweet berry farm, I want to put it up here. So let me grab my shulker boxes and we need to expand, excuse me buddy, and we need to expand this road to the left here and then have it come up to the right and flow up that way. So I think we need to actually expand this over here a bit. I didn't give enough space. That should be a bit better. Gives us a little bit more room to work with. Then we'll kind of plan out, once again, with just a shovel to plan out where this road's going to go. I think curving in like this is going to be nice. Just like that. Now we've gone pretty far. We don't actually need to go that far just yet, but I guess we might as well. So let me go ahead and fill all of this in with the blocks and we'll have a road in only a second. Well, a second for you guys. Just like that. And this place is already looking a little bit better just with this path in. I mean, just look at the difference. Instead of just a massive open grass field, it's actually got a path through it. Now we need to turn all of these logs into spruce planks, every single one, and then make a huge amount of spruce fences because this is going to make up a big part of this farm. Now I will quickly make a dirt path coming through here, just up to the edge here, just like that. And then I'll also have one coming through here. Get rid of all these torches. We're going to do the same thing we did over there. We're going to use the stone, leaves, and the fences. So the first part will be right here and about here. Right here will be a good spot to finish up. Now we'll grab our stone and chuck all of that stone in. Let's not forget our little bit of andesite as well. Just like that. Now I do need to grab my leaves. I don't know how many I have. Yeah, that'll be plenty. We'll grab some flower and azaleas ones as well because they're nice and pretty. Oh no. Okay, we made it. We'll grab our spruce fences and connect the dots in the middle with, of course, a couple lanterns on top. There we go. As easy as that. And now we'll just add our sweet berries in, a line, and then a line of spruce fences. Once again, a line of sweet berries, a line of spruce fences, and we'll just fill up the entire area with that. Now, this dirt path makes it possible to walk through all of the lines. That's why it's there. And we're already out of sweet berries, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll just continue on the other side, just putting in the fences where we can. I think I'm going to leave a gap on the edges because I don't really like it connecting fully, which you can see on this side. It's kind of done that. So I'll leave this one empty and this one as well. I just didn't like them connecting to the edge. I think it looked a bit weird. At least they grow really fast. Now, the only downside about this farm is it's not the most efficient, but we're not making it for efficiency. It's not often we're going to need these things. I want to try and make the farm as beautiful as possible. Great. And we got phantoms again. They could probably come in here now, couldn't they? Because of how big this entrance is. No, I actually forgot to add in some of these flower and azalea leaves. So let's quickly change a couple of them. Just get a little bit of extra color in here. There we go. And I guess the only thing we can really do is just try and harvest up some of these sweet berries. The damage they do is very minor. It's just more annoying that we can't walk through them very fast. Man, this farm is anything but efficient. But that's not exactly why we're building this. The cows are obviously still doing pretty good over here. Look how many cows we got. We got so many. I should probably put some lanterns on these as well, just to add a bit of extra light, just like that. Or I guess over here too. Man, we're burning through our lanterns very fast. So we can add in some peonies just on the edges, just for another little splash of color, just where there's a little gap. Yeah, there we go. Now, how much further should this farm come up? I don't think we need a huge amount of space. The farm doesn't need to be enormous, so I think we kind of sectioned it off in a circle like that. Have a little exit here connected to the dirt path. We might have to have the stone come out through here as well. No. Oh my days. Why is he not dying? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's more. Stay back. Dude, there are mobs everywhere. What on earth? Creeper. Hey. We do need their gunpowder though, so look, I'm not going to complain. So I think coming up to about here is going to be pretty bloody perfect. Just like that. All right. Okay, now we'll just fill the rest in with some fences. Hopefully we have enough. I don't really want to make more. I don't think we're going to have enough. Nope, we almost did. Very, very close, but not enough. And I don't have any more logs. So let's quickly go over to our spruce tree farm and harvest up some of them suckers. And now we should have plenty. That looks a bit weird. Let's place a stair there. Place in some lanterns on here. Actually, no. Make up our fences. I made way too many sticks. There we go. Beautiful. I guess we'll just put in some more lanterns on here. There we go. Okay, it's going to be our nice little sweetberry farm. Now we need to have the path come up kind of just around the edge of this. So dig it out like this, just so you don't have to go through the sweetberry farm to get around. Dude, creeper's just coming out of the ground now. No. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think that's a pretty good shape. Now we just got to fill that boy in just like that. I think this should be looking pretty awesome. We got a bunch of bones, so I'm going to place in some bone meal just around the edge of it. I guess some of these roses, plant some of them as well. Maybe some peonies too. I'm going to replace some of the peonies around here with some rose bushes just to have that little splash of red. Very nice. You know, I'll do the same. I'll add in some peonies here as well. Boom. Okay. Oakley dokley. Now we need to grab ourselves, because most of this is grown now, as many sweet berries as we possibly can. Imagine losing a hardcore world to dying by sweet berries. I feel like that would have to be by far the worst way to go. That'd be so embarrassing. All right, we got 2 stacks. Let's plant some of these boys. Now we just need to section it off on this side, just like that. Boom. And it's just as easy as that. My goodness, we filled in this area very quickly. I really like this. This is pretty cozy. Obviously, it's going to look better once the berry bushes are grown. Well, at least I hope it will. Let me fix this. I don't like the way that looks. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is nice. Now, I would love to show you it from the sky, but it's raining, so I don't want to ruin it. No, I don't like how flat that is. Let's do this. Let's cut this back a tiny bit. There we go. That's a bit better. And actually, you know what? I do kind of like these leaves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add them in along here as well, just to kind of section off this area here. Over here is going to be our trophy room for the 100-day maps. But I do need to grab some more spruce leaves. So let's go do that over here using our trusty axe. It'll be so much better to have some shears, but this is going to have to do. I don't need too many, thankfully, so we're not going to have to spend much time here. That should be plenty. We got a ton of bones in here. And this is why I like sweet berries. You can add them into the sides, into the fauna here. I think it looks really nice. You're definitely going to want to watch your step though, because they're a bit prickly. Hold on, why is it empty here? There should be fences. That's weird. Did I forget to do that? I'm going to have to watch back to when we built this to see if I did actually miss to put those fences in. It's a bit awkward. Ah, great. Now it's raining and it's nighttime. Definitely not the best time to check this place out. Oh god, we need to put on our armor. Dude, they do so much damage. Oh bro, relax. You know what? While it's nighttime, I'm going to go and fix this pickaxe in the end at our end farm because it's way too low. It does look way cooler over there now that that's all filled in. I can't wait to fill up all of that space there. Guys, this end farm is so efficient. We get our stuff healed up so quick. It's bloody beautiful. Let's head all the way back. So I grabbed up a bunch of stone because to work on the next part, we need to fix up this mountainside. And right now, it is pretty cooked. Wait, do we have dirt? I think I might need some dirt. Oh, we got some. Beautiful, mate. So as I've done this more and more, oh my days. As I've done this more and more, I've kind of figured out how to do this efficiently. What I do now is fill up all the sides with stone, just like that. And then I add some stone to the outside, and then I pretty much just carve in the next layer, however I see fit. And then I fill the next layer in with some stone, just like that. And that's only really possible because of the silk touch, but it makes it so much quicker. And yeah, that's how I'm doing it now. So once again, this is going to be a bit of tedious work, so I'm going to let you guys watch a time lapse while I absolutely jam out to some music and get this whole thing done, because it's yeah, this is going to take a while. So I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. And that is the mountainside now done for the very top and the final level. This is the highest that is going to go up there. So right now is the perfect time. We're actually almost just out of the perfect time, but we should be okay. Let's grab our stuff. We've only got 45 rockets. Okay, that's all right. So let's have a quick look at what this looks like now after both of those changes with the berry farm and the mountainside. Wow, that is incredibly different, and the carrots as well. Oh my days, this place has changed so much, and we're not even done yet. I think this video will by far be the biggest change that we have made to this entire area. I mean, that just looks so incredibly good. The berry farm is perfect. I didn't think it was going to turn out that good. That's nice. Okay, so I know what we're going to put in front of this hill now. So it's not going to be a circular kind of farm like we have before. Everything's been very kind of circular. You know, there's a big area here that's a circle. These cow farms kind of like a circle, or very circular. The spruce farm's very circular. But for this is going to be kind of more of a straight line. So what this is going to be, we're going to have a sugarcane farm right in front. We're not going to do those boring ass lines of sugarcane. I've got a special design for this that I use all the time. And you know what? This grass here is bugging me. Let's fill that in with some bone meal. God damn. All right, that's a lot better. Okay, bone meal is an absolute saving grace, okay? Bone meal makes everything better. Anyway, okay, what we need is sand, which I think we have some of that in here. Yeah, but that's not going to cut it. So you know what? Let's take this entire shulker box back and let's get this filled up with the stuff that we need for this next farm that we're about to build. So we don't need any of the stone. So we'll put all that stuff back and we'll finally put this disc into here. So we will need this sugar cane. So we'll chuck that in there first. We'll just sort it out a little bit better. 9 stacks, beautiful. We'll grab all of this sand and we need some, I think we'll need to use some sandstone. So we don't actually have enough for that, but I know the perfect place to get that from. Let's quickly head over there. It is nighttime, so we are going to have to fight a huge amount of mobs over here, but that's the aim of the game. Like I said, many times in this series, we do not skip the nights here. We fight it out. As you can see, no totems. So if we die, we're actually dead. So this is real hardcore. We can't just go around avoiding it. We have to fight. If we need to get something, we're not going to delay it just because it's nighttime. So over here, this is where we got the sand. I didn't want to take out any sand super close to the base, so I kind of went a decent distance. We're not going to be building over here, at least not anytime soon. So I came over here and just absolutely annihilated the area. So there should be sandstone. Yes, there is. Beautiful. So we'll just go up and mine all of this. Now, this is perfect. I didn't want to have to turn any sand because each sandstone block is worth 4 sand if you just craft it. So if you can mine it, it is always going to be better. Now we've definitely got enough, but who knows when you're going to need more sandstone. So I'm just going to mine up a little bit more. Might as well grab some sand as well while we're here. You know what? I'm just going to fill up my entire inventory with both sandstone and sand. Just mine it. Whatever we get, we get. Just because I know I'm definitely going to need more sand anyway, at least in the future. And I mean, why not get some sandstone while we're here as well? So just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I mean, there's no mobs bothering us at the minute anyway, so we might as well. I thought that Enderman was coming for me then. I got a bit scared. Anyway, this is what we've got. Drop the rotten flesh. We don't really need that. So that's plenty. Let's get back to our base. You can see it way off in the distance. I think it's looking pretty cool. It's really starting to get very big. Man, look at that. We still have so much work to do though, so we won't be too happy. So I've got everything that I need to build this farm, so let's go ahead and do it. Now, before we start this farm, I do need to quickly get some more food. But before we absolutely annihilate these cows, we need to make sure we breed some first so that the population stays nice and high. And now we take out the parents. That should be plenty for now. I'll quickly grab up some coal so we can start cooking it up in the smokers up top. There we go. It's cooking up. That should cook pretty fast. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. All right, so now that we have everything, let's go ahead and get this farm started. So the first thing we need to do is, of course, go ahead and remove all of this dirt. I think having it about this wide is going to be pretty perfect. Now, the way this works is you flood the area and you place the sugarcane in around a block of water. So all 4 blocks around a single block just like this, and then we'll go to the one next to it and place 4 blocks as well. Of course we can't place there, but then over here we'll go here, here and here, just like that. So the pattern is like this. So there's technically 4 sugarcane for every 1 block of water. And then in the water bits you just put in a sandstone just like this, and then when the sugarcane grows it'll just be a huge wall of sugarcane. Instead of those lines, this just looks better for me once of course it's filled up. You'll see what I mean. Right now it looks a bit weird, but I promise it's going to look good. Now, of course, as it goes up, we're just going to place in a line of sandstone slabs and then just repeat the exact same thing. So I'm going to build this in a time lapse for you just because it looks so much better. So enjoy. And that is the sugarcane part done, and it is looking pretty good. Now, it's the perfect time to have a look, so let's have a look at what this thing looks like now, with the sugarcane across the back. Ooh, that is looking pretty good. Now, it does look a bit weird because there's nothing back here, but we're going to fix that up by bringing this path through here and then around the front here, just along the outside of the sugarcane farm. But we're completely out of andesite. So we're going to need to go and get some diorite because there's no andesite that I know of nearby, but there is a ton of diorite. I don't want to go right on the opposite side of the base just because it'll look ugly, but there's some right there. And we can grab this as well as a bunch of cobblestone that we've got and turn it into some andesite. So I'll probably grab about a full inventory. I don't think I'm going to get it from just this one. So I'm going to grab some more, which I'm sure isn't going to be that difficult. There's diorite absolutely everywhere. So I'll see you guys in a second. I was mining up a chunk of diorite, and then underneath was this enormous chunk of andesite, which I still don't have enough room to get. So at least we know where a bunch is, just in case we need it. And it is way over here. There's the base way over in the distance. But we've got plenty, so let's head back to the base. Oh no, we didn't quite make it to the top level, so we're going to have to run all the way around. The good thing about the base setup like this is if we don't have rockets or we're not flying in, we can just still swim over and just walk up the side of this little wizard tower that we made. Just like that. Super easy. So if I'm not mistaken, we can grab a bunch of cobblestone and just mix this together, make andesite. Beautiful. At least that gives us a pretty good use for the cobblestone, because we have so much of it. And look how much andesite we have. We have almost a full double chest. I wish I knew about this earlier. It would have been so helpful. Now, I kept getting blown up by creepers over here, so we got to make sure we be careful, because there's a bunch of monsters that keep spawning, and this got blown up a couple times while I was making it. So we got to be a bit more careful. So we'll dig out the area. I'm thinking it should diverge over here and just follow pretty much very close to the sugarcane. Whoa, this guy's got flame. That ain't good. Not anymore. Okay, I think this shape is looking pretty good. So I'll chuck in all the different bits of the road, and then this place should start looking a little bit better again. Alrighty, and this is now all filled in. I added some leaves on the side, and I'm going to add in some grass. Not long grass, just short grass and some flowers, hopefully. I think that'll really just add an extra little bit of flavor to the area, but I really don't want this tall grass, and it's all we're pretty much getting. I feel like it's a little too much. Alright, and that's this area now done, with the sugarcane at least. Now, let's have a look at that from the sky now that we've got the path in and a little bit of shrubbery around it. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. That is looking pretty good, mate. Now, along this front part here, I'm thinking of putting in some potatoes. I think that would be really nice. And that's one of the crops we don't have yet. We have wheat, we have carrots, sugarcane now, sweet berries, but we don't have potatoes. So let's go ahead and get some potatoes in along this whole strip here. Now, of course, we'll just continue the path to start off with. Now, I think to start off with, we'll just place in some spruce slabs, and we'll just do this the entire way through. So I will see you guys in a jiffy. All right, so that is all of this land plowed up and ready to go. We just need the potatoes. Now, I did notice over here, the sugarcane during the night seems very dark. So I was wondering if I place like a torch through here, will that be okay? Because there's no need for lanterns because we're not going to be hitting them. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. With no light, it just looks scary and dark. I'm going to chuck in a little bit of torch just to give us a little bit more light in here during the night. I'll make it look a little bit cooler and hopefully stop these monsters spawning too. And for the most part, the torches will be pretty covered up by the sugarcane. You'll still be able to see them a little bit, but you can't stop that fully. But yeah, you can barely see the torches. That looks cooler. That's nice. It's actually slightly lit up now. We do need to add the hanging lanterns to that mountain ridge as well. But this farm is ready to go. So I think it's time to pay a visit to the very first farm we made, which we haven't been to for a very long time. Bro, this zombie is decked. Hey. These mobs are becoming very annoying. I'm not going to lie. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're about a 7. You know, it's okay for now, but you know, it's starting to creep up. It's creeping up quite a lot. The other night they were a 6, but yeah, they're getting on me nerves. Wow, look at this. Humble beginnings. This was the very first farm we made, and now just a single one of our farms is bigger than all of these different farms together. I think these sweet berries, the sweet berry farm is bigger than all of these together. So wow, we've made some good improvements, I guess. Now, someone mentioned I should use a fortune pick on these because you'll get more. I trust you, okay? Hopefully it works. I mean, we did seem to get quite a lot from that. Look at that. 8.5 stacks, which is quite substantial. I don't think it's going to fill in this entire farm though, because this is a big plot of land right here. But we'll give it a go. That's what we got to fill in, which is quite surprising. It ended up being a lot more than I expected. But we do have a bunch of bone meal, so I'm going to see if I could just get this filled in now. And that's the last of the bone meal, and we got just over 3 stacks. So that should be enough to get this whole thing filled in now. I continued building for another 2 hours, but my recording software stopped recording the video and only recorded the audio. But luckily I had the replay gameplay mod going, so I created a pretty big time lapse and I'm going to kind of try and explain to you exactly what I did. I'm sorry about that, but don't worry, I'll give you a tour of everything that we built after you watch that. Okay, so of course, starting over with the carrot farm, this thing is absolutely huge now. We've got this nice little bridge which heads down towards the mining outpost. We've fixed up all of the walls here so they actually fit into the landscape, and it is absolutely huge. You can see this whole thing is looking so much better. So much better. Now then we've got the sweetberry farm, which really nicely caps off this top area here. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Kind of a good look from up here. You can see it's really nice. I'm loving it. We then have this huge sugarcane farm just in front of this enormous mountain here, which is going to provide us with as much sugarcane that we could possibly need, which is awesome. And it looks pretty nice. I love how this looks instead of just having rows of it. It's just a 10 out of 10. I then created a nice little rose bush farm, which isn't really a functional farm because we only need a bone meal one of these, so we don't need this many, but you got to make it look good. I think this is a nice little design for this instead of just having a single rose bush sitting in a random spot. So, you know, gives a bit more realism. And then on the other side, we've also got this peony farm, which is exactly the same, just opposite. Now this big area here, we're going to put something special in here. You'll see exactly what very soon, but this is going to be an area dedicated for another animal. If you can guess the animal, make sure to put it down in the comment. Then we've got this potato farm here, which stretches along the whole front face of this area. So having a look at this whole thing, this whole top area is pretty much looking so much better. If you remember back to what it was when it first started, it was all just grass. I'm sure I've got some before and afters on the screen right now, but it's looking so much nicer. But the star of the show, in my opinion, is over here. I'm so happy with how this turned out of all of the farms. So obviously I fixed up the path here and added in these stone on the side. This stone on the side is my favorite. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Out of all of the different things that we've done on the edge, this is by far the best in my opinion. I've also done this along the front face here. We're going to work on this area eventually, but you've got the stone sticking out here and then on this path as it comes down as well. And I'm going to be using this a lot more frequently as we move down towards the kind of water. Then we've got this farm here, which is just rows of azalea bushes. Once again, it's mostly for aesthetics. I just really like the way it looks. Fixed up all the walls here, and now this is going to be a tunnel heading down, so you can eventually just walk along down here. So that's going to be one of the next things that we build. And it's going to really make this area look 100,000 times better. But I'm so happy with how this area here turned out. It's looking so good. Let me see if I can give you a bit of a better look at it. During the night, it's not as easy to see what's going on, but you can see it's just, I think it looks so mysterious and awesome. I love it. And it's going to look so much better when we get more of it done, this kind of design, especially with the stone on the top. Now that everything is all filled in, there's one thing that's been bugging me for a while. This mountain here is absolutely ugly, so we're going to fix that. Let's see if we can get out of here without using a firework. Oh, we can. That is beautiful. Anyway, to start off this episode, we need to go ahead and get some mining done just so we can prepare the area. It is so much nicer to walk through this area. I'm really happy with it. It's turned out very nice. We do need to do a little bit of lighting here though. It's very dark. I guess I can try and hang a lantern somewhere. I'll just put it on the floor for now. I don't have any fences on me. Oh, let's get this guy out of here. Please don't explode. Okay. Oh my days. So as much as this is going to be very painful, we need to start off with this tunnel because we need to be able to continue down the mountain because the goal is to reach the water. So this is the way that it's going to have to happen. So let's see what's in here first. Okay.
let's grab up some torches, number 1, so we can light up the space a little bit. And let's put on our armor, because I don't want to be dying to no creepers. I would like your insides though, so please don't explode. Thank you. Ooh, another one. Okay, he's not donating anything. Oh no, that's not good. I need to fix that. Beautiful. We don't need to go too far, just enough lighting to stop them coming towards us where we're building. Okay, that should be good. So let's remove this entire thing here. This was just a barricade to stop any mobs getting out of here, because this was effectively just a mob spawner. So it's going to head over to the left slightly and then down here, because there's a little hole, which is perfect. Beautiful. It's coming to daytime on day 154. I'm going to make up a bunch of slabs. I'm not going to worry about detailing it just for now. I just kind of want to figure out where this is going to go, because I'm not 100% sure. I have no idea. We're going to wing this entirely. There's absolutely no plan right now. So I think coming down like this a little bit, pretty steep, like this. We'll make the wall here. Oh, there's a creeper coming. We don't need him dropping down on us. Thank you for your insides. Man, they're being so generous today. So I think like this would be bloody beautiful. Then we'll come down here a little bit more. Down like that. I think this side needs to be a little bit less wide. So we'll go like that. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. And then it'll kind of pop out over here. So I want to fill this in a little bit. It's a little bit wide for me. And there too. And I think we'll go down one more block. So we'll have it like this. Yeah, that's good. That's bloody beautiful, mate. Have a look at that. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty nice gradual path down here. And then we'll have one here as well. Just like this. Kind of heading up here. Because I kind of want like a little viewport over here. So not a viewport. It's going to be like there's going to obviously be the fountain coming down, and I want to be able to see from inside of that, if that makes sense. So I want to do the fancy path thing that we've done on the outside. I think that'll be really cool. So I'll quickly craft up a couple stairs. You know what? We need to light the area up a bit too, because if I leave, I'm going to come back and there's going to be monsters in here. We don't want that, all right? We're not today. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Right now, it does look pretty bland because it's literally just stone. But when we get andesite and a couple other bits of blocks in there to texture it, it's going to look a lot better. But we still need to do the outside here. So let's kind of just fill all this in. Then we'll kind of do our thing out here just a little bit. Right now, it looks funky, but there's not much we can do until we get that fountain going. We'll dig this down because this is going to be obviously like a observation area. It's going to be out like this. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. And now we need to do the top of the cave. So it's going to come up quite a bit. Let me see if I can jump over there. Nope. You know what? I'm going to need scaffolding, so let's go grab that instead. Yo. None of that, thanks, mate. Thank you. So I'm just going to pretty much fill in this roof, kind of like we did in our main base, the entrance of our main base. Now I'm going to need to jump in there. Boom. Okay. So we'll have it come down a little bit on this side. This is so much smaller scale than we did with the main entrance, so this is going to be a lot easier to do because we can actually reach the roof here. Okay, this is turning out a lot better than I expected. I didn't think it would look this good already. So let's just finish up with the details as much as we can. I think a lantern will be very fitting right there, and I guess here as well. Okay, hang on. That's a little bit rough here. Just a simple slab is all you really need to do to fix that up, which is nice. And this bit here. Okay, and I guess I'm happy with that. Maybe actually put something there. Okay, that is looking good. Right now, obviously, it's still very far from being done because we need to do all the texturing with the andesite, the cobblestone, and the tuff. Geez, that took an entire day. That's a bit sad. But honestly, overall, I'm really happy with this. It's turned out very, very nice. Now, I think we come down one more. Just one more, just at the very exit, right where you kind of meet the sky, just like this. And then this will be the level of the lower part. So I guess we'll just dig this all the way around until we meet the other side. All right, so that meets up all the way around the edge there. It's about 5 blocks, which is, it's definitely okay. But our axe is looking pretty rough right now. We're going to need to go and fix that very soon. But for now, obviously this level is going to be at this level, but to the left here, it's going to go up slightly. So I think the way I want this to happen is going to the right a little bit. So this is going to be, let's figure out what level this should be at. So how many blocks is this? That's 6 blocks there. Maybe we'll go 7. We'll go 7 blocks high. So we'll dig this down. Then we'll have a path come up this way. I'm just going to build it out with stone to start with. So curving up like this. Yeah, just like this. So it's going to curve up to the left. I think this should be a little bit more wide at the bottom. Okay, I think that's pretty perfect.
So I'll chuck in the slabs. I'm going to chuck down our shulker boxes here. Looks like a nice little working area. Fits perfectly. I'm going to grab up all of our grass. I'm going to go ahead and replace everything in here that isn't on the edge with grass. Just so we can kind of see a little bit better what we've done. Because with stone everywhere, it's a little bit hard to kind of envision what we're doing. Our pickaxe is not looking very good. Got 60 health, so it's a little bit risky, but I'm going to dig out a little bit more. Okay, I think we get the idea a little bit now, so that should be good. Now I am gonna need to go and repair this pickaxe because yeah, it's pretty much dead. Let's have a quick gaze at how this looks though as we fly off, and I mean, not much has really changed, but you can kind of see the grass does make it a bit easier to figure out what we're kind of doing there. That's gonna develop all the way around there, but let's head over to the end. We still need to go ahead and create a better entrance because right now this isn't looking very good, but I think that's going to be something we do between 200 and 300 days. I think that'll be pretty awesome to do, but yeah, right now I don't think we've got the facilities to do that. I kind of know what I want to build, but it's gonna be very, very difficult and probably take like 100 days alone, so we'll figure that out soon. Right now my focus is pretty much gonna stay on our base because I'm thoroughly enjoying building it out. Look at me. And just as quick as that, everything is fixed and ready to go. So let's go ahead and continue with what we're doing. It is so satisfying just to fly out of there. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of plan out how wide we're going to have this kind of level as it wraps around. So like I said, I have no idea how this is going to look, so hopefully we can get it looking good. But there is a pretty big distance here. For everything that we've done, I've tried to match it to the landscape as much as possible. You can see the landscape kind of matches up pretty well, and I've tried to do that to the best of my abilities while still making this look awesome. But with the edge here, I've been procrastinating a lot because especially over here, it's super tall. There's probably 50-60 blocks between the surface of the water and up there, so this is going to have to come out quite a lot, which means there's going to be a lot of empty space in the middle, which I didn't really want to do, but we don't really have much of a choice. I'm going to have to custom make the entire side of this mountain. Now, thankfully on this part here, it comes out quite a lot more, so I've got a lot more room to work with. But yeah, here there's nothing at all to work with. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just build it all by hand. Now, the plan for this side is to make it as exciting as possible to get down to the bottom and having many different routes to go down. So of course you're gonna be able to walk through this tunnel here, go around this way and then head down that way. But I'm thinking about also putting a path going in this way and heading down here and a bunch of tunnels going in between different sections. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But is it gonna ruin it? I'm not sure. I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. Man, I am burning through my grass and dirt fast. We've already pretty much used everything that I've got in these shulkers, and it doesn't really look like we've done much anyway. I'm going to start lighting this area up though, because I don't want anything spawning and causing mayhem. Right now, it's not the best time. I'm going to put some grass on the edge here because similar to how it was over on the other path, I do want it to be a little thinner, but I want there to be some grass on the side as well. And a little bit on the inside, pretty much just like this. I think this is good. Yeah, that's nice. Now I can go ahead and remove some of the stone on this side as well, just to give us a little bit more space, and place the stone in just right along the edge of that. Okay, so I'm completely out of dirt. We got a ton of stone though. But this is what we got. So we've got this area here, which is all ready to go. We've got the stone kind of surrounding it now. You can head up. Once you head out of the tunnel, you can head upwards to this section up here, which is going to continue this way. Or instead of heading up, you can head down this way, and this will put you down to here, which obviously I ran out of dirt halfway through. Then this will come over to probably about here somewhere, and you'll be able to head upwards again to a section which is kind of in between the bottom section and the top section here, and you'll be able to head kind of out down this way as well. It's going to be really cool. There's going to be so many different ways to go, and yeah, I'm going to need some help figuring out what to build in these areas. So if you have any ideas as I'm building these sections, make sure to let me know in the comments down below so I can build all of your ideas into this world. There's going to be so many different shapes and sizes of areas, so the possibilities are going to be endless. But I'm going to need to go grab some more dirt, so let's go ahead and do that now. Thankfully, we've already got 4 shulker boxes full of dirt, which is going to be helpful because I need those shulker boxes back. So it's time to empty them out. This is looking a lot better already, and we've done basically nothing. So what I'm going to do is just a quick time lapse. I'm probably going to spend maybe an hour just absolutely spamming in a bunch of dirt to kind of plan out how I want this to go. Now that we've kind of dug this area out here, it's kind of as much as we can do. The rest is all going to be just placing dirt and hoping that it looks good. So yeah, start that time lapse. Okay, so I may have gotten a little bit carried away. I was only supposed to spend an hour max on this thing, but I went for 2.5 hours, and yeah, now my eyes are about to pop out of my head. But this is what we're working with now. Very, very different. It's uncomparable to what it was before. So obviously there's a bunch of levels you can get down a bunch of different ways, and once you get all the way to the bottom, there's sand here because yeah, I've got another project already lined up that I'm going to be working on soon, which is going to involve a lot of sand over here. I'm sure you're probably able to figure out what's going to happen, but yeah, we're just going to leave a little bit of sand here now just so we can kind of see a little bit clearer where the bottom is, because obviously without the sand there, I couldn't really see how much space was left. It still looked like there was quite a big gap, so it helped to kind of realize that we were very close to the ocean there. Now on this side it reaches all the way up to this mountain here, and on this side it pretty much does the exact same, but because this side is much less developed, I'm still not 100% sure where the levels are going to be, so I've kind of stopped it here. It hasn't actually joined all the way up just yet. It will once we get the levels a bit better, because obviously this side is still very, very underdeveloped compared to the other side. But as you can see over here, it kind of matches up almost perfectly to the landscape here. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of overlap like here, but in general it's pretty close, and that's just kind of what I wanted to do with this part here. It does look very janky right now, I'm not gonna lie, because there's literally no details in it at all. This is kind of just a template that I've got, so I still have to add all of that in, which is what we're going to be doing next. So we've obviously got to carve out all of pretty much the stone and shape it a bit better so that it looks like this. This is my goal for all of that side. I want it to look like that, and obviously for the bits that are a lot taller, I want it to look like this part or this part. So there is a lot of work to do to get this entire thing finished, but once all those details are added in, this place is gonna look awesome. Like I said, right now it looks very, very weird because obviously it's just grass and stone, but once we get the good stuff in there, it's gonna be going bloody beautiful, and I'm excited to see it because it's gonna really transform this entire build, and yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Now we do have a ton of andesite, so we're not going to need to get any of that, but we are pretty low on tuff and cobbled deep slate, so we're going to need to get a ton of that. We're going to need to convert a bunch of these cobblestone into stairs, walls, and slabs, as well as making a bunch of stairs and slabs of the stone. So before we even start detailing, we're going to make sure we have everything ready, because I don't want to be jumping back and forth between grabbing resources and of course detailing the area. So let's do that now. First of all, I need to fix up my shulker box situation. There's random stuff in pretty much all of them. Okay, so we've got 9 stacks of cobblestone in this one. I want a full shulker of stone, just like that. I want 9 stacks of tuff and 9 stacks of cobbled, but this is all we've got. So for now, I'm going to chuck these in here, just like that. This needs to be full. Next up, I want 9 stacks of cobblestone stairs, just like that. I want 9 stacks of cobblestone walls, just like that. And then 9 stacks of cobblestone slabs. Beautiful. Now I want a huge amount of stone stairs. 12 stacks should be good. And we'll get 12 stacks of slabs as well. 9 stacks of andesite, and then 9 stacks of andesite slabs. 3 stacks of stone brick walls. 6 stacks of spruce fences. 4 stacks of lanterns, which took way too much iron. We've got barely any now. And honestly, I think that should be good. We just need to fill up this shulker box here. So let's take this and quickly go get ourselves some cobbled deep slate and of course some tuff. Okay, that was really bad. Oh my days. I was trying to do something cool and I literally almost just killed myself. That was way too close. Let's not do that again. I guess it's just a little quick reminder of how quickly this hardcore world can be over. Are we even going to get to finish this build? Hopefully, but not if we keep making stupid mistakes like that. I got to make sure I try and be a little bit more careful because it's very dangerous. So my plan, because I am going to eventually make a huge hole over here, I'm going to try and start working on that now, I guess. Instead of just mining randomly, we're going to mine in a place that's going to help us in the future. And look at that, there's tough right there. So we'll just start here. I don't have any torches, do I? No. Okay. So I got 9 stacks of tough and plenty of extra, but obviously it's taken a lot longer to get the deep slate. So I guess I'm just going to keep mining just straight down, and if we get extra tough, that's going to be okay as long as we fill up this cobble deep slate. So we'll just get a little bit more than we need and it should be fine. All right, so this shulker box is full, plus we got a little bit extra, and this is the area that we mined out. Not really that much considering how much more we're going to have to mine out to finish this once we do work on it, but at least it's I guess a little drop in the bucket. Anyway, let's head up. We need to go get some food and then we should be good to get all of that started. So I'll just grab up some wheat real quick. As always, I'm just going to feed these cheeky buggers all the way up, and then I'm going to absolutely borrow their parents, I guess. That's a nice way of saying it. So each time I try and feed more than I take so that it can still keep growing just a little bit, because we don't want it to dwindle. We want it to keep at least at the same level, if not just grow a little bit more, because there's still quite a bit of space for cows in here. And I've given them a pretty luxury area, so I feel like I have a right to be able to crowd them to the brim and have them pretty much as close as they can get. All right, that's all the way done. Now let's finish off their parents. Okay, I killed about 30 and we got just over 2 stacks of beef, which should keep us pretty good for a while. I'm just going to chuck this in here for now, and I guess I'll take a couple pieces because I'm pretty low. But next time we're up here, we're going to have an abundance of food, which is going to be very nice. So I'm going to grab all the shulker boxes and then we're going to start working on detailing the hell out of that area. I think it makes the most amount of sense to start at the very top. So we're going to tackle this absolute monstrosity. We got everything down here. The first thing we need to do is pretty much just fix it being so flat. So I'm going to kind of mine this out a little bit. Just do this section for now. Oh, there's mobs under here. Come on, mate. I mean, what do I expect though? Oh, are we going to die? Are we going to die? Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Okay, I've changed my mind. How I'm going to do this, I'm going to place stone behind this line of stone here, and then I'll delete it. Let's try that. Now I can delete this and there's already stone behind it, which is perfect. Pretty much just like that. So it's not a huge difference, but it does make a big difference. So let me do this all the way up the side and we'll see how this looks when it's done. Alright, so that's the wall kind of shaped up a lot better. I'm very happy with that now. That's very nice. Now we got to add in our 3 main blocks at the bottom. The cobbled deep slate. Then we add in the cobblestone just around that cobbled deep slate. Then we grab our tuff and we replace some of the stone around it with that tuff. And if we need to, we can add it on the outside just like this. But mostly the tuff replaces a lot of the stone. Just like that. Beautiful. The cobblestone, cobbled deep slate, and tuff really add a lot to this. I'm very happy with it. I want to try and make sure I keep everything in the right spot though. So let's chuck that in here. There we go. We got to make sure we keep all of these nice because they're perfect right now. Now we'll grab our 3 main blocks, the cobblestone stairs, slabs, and walls, and we'll add these in around. I honestly think there's a little bit too much here. So let's remove a little bit. There, that's a bit better. Maybe here as well. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now we'll grab some lanterns and we'll chuck these on top of some of these cobblestone walls here, just to light up the bottom area of it. Now we'll grab our andesite and we'll replace the stone all the way up the wall. Okay, so I finished the andesite, but I've also extended this out just slightly a couple blocks. So I'm going to have to expand the farm a little bit just because it didn't look right for me. So a little extension there is okay. And I'm probably going to have to do another extension here as well. It's very flat. Now, finally, to finish this off, we're going to round it off by using stone stairs and slabs. This will give it a much nicer look and make it less blocky. Exactly like that. And that is looking 100 million, 1,000 trillion times better. That is so nice. Now, I know it's nighttime, but let's have a quick look at that from the sky, just so we can have a better idea of how this is looking. Oh my days, it changes it so much. It's insane. So obviously this is only just up to here, but once we do all of this, it's going to change this entire area so much. And right now it looks cool, right? It looks okay,
but it just, you can tell it's not complete. So once we get this all done, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to look nuts. Absolutely mental. So what I'm going to do is, oh my days, I'm going to try and tackle this part here. I have to go all the way around to the front part here. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna try. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be, I have no idea how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, that's huge. So let's figure that out. I'm gonna do all of it and let you guys watch in the form of a time lapse. So roll the time lapse. Alright, that is this area now done, and it is looking so much better. I do have the phantoms on me, but I can't be bothered going back to my base because it's so far away now. I'm just going to keep absolutely destroying them. It's alright. They're nice and easy to kill. I've kind of figured out how to do it. You just kind of wait for them to come down, right? And then as they're coming, you move back and then hit them. There you go. Makes it easy. That's how I do it. And yeah, anyway. I do need to add in the hanging lantern still, just to add some light because it is pretty dark. So actually, you know what? We'll do that right now. That's what I use the stone brick walls, fences, spruce fences, and lanterns for. So let me chuck one in here, just like that. Beautiful. I think it really adds a nice little detail to the side of the mountain, and of course adds a bunch of light. I love it. I think it's a little bit short to add them there, but here's perfect. So we'll continue this around the side here. Maybe one right there. We'll have to remove the slab, but that's okay. We'll go one here. Once again, we have to remove the slab. This mountainside over here is so unbelievably tall. I'm pretty sure it's the tallest out of all the mountains we've created so far. It is absolutely huge. And then I think one there, right in the middle of where the waterfall would be. More bloody phantoms. Not while I'm up here. Come on. Oh my days. There we go. That is that. Okay, so when I was doing this part here, I had to be pretty careful because obviously the inside of this mountain here is filled in. So there were parts where I had to slightly edit it, but I think it still turned out pretty okay. I'm happy with it, and yeah, it's good. It's worked out nice. So now you can pretty much easily see, you walk through here, you walk down, and then you enter out here, and this is where you'll be able to continue down further towards the ocean there. But let's have a quick look. I know it's nighttime again. Perfect timing, I guess. We'll have a look at how this looks. And yeah, guys, once you add the details in to the mountains here, it absolutely... Whoa, bro just hit me in mid-air. That's crazy. I've never had that happen before. What on earth? But yeah, once you add all the details into this, it looks insane. I love it. It's so much better. So I'm a little bit more optimistic now about, yo, these guys are coming in fast. There's a witch somewhere. I can hear him laughing. Come on. Yeah, so I'm a bit more optimistic about how this is going to turn out. I'm still a little bit nervous because honestly, I don't know if it's actually going to look good, but so far it's coming along nicely. So I'm probably going to spend about an hour just going absolutely nuts and try and get as much of this done as I can. I'm hoping to get at least this entire level here, up there, and maybe even this part here done, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys in an hour and enjoy the beautiful time lapse. And we did quite a lot. It was a little bit more than an hour, and we're currently sitting on day 173. So we're definitely moving along. As you can see, the entire side through here has been completed, and it's gone down pretty far. We're about halfway done in total, I think. Now, the remaining ones are a lot smaller than what these ones up here have been, so maybe it's going to be quicker. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll give you guys a quick look from the sky, and there you can see there is a massive difference. Now, of course, it's still very bare bones, and there's a lot of stuff we still needed to do. It's literally just grass, and all I've done to the mountains is add in a little bit of texture and shape them a lot better than what they were. So there's still a lot that needs to be done to make these really pop off, but you can definitely see a huge step in the right direction from the walls up here to the ones down here. Now, it does look a little bit weird because obviously it all just finishes in this line here, but we'll eventually get to this part here. The main thing I want to do is get this section done though, because this was such a weird spot with the side of the mountain. It just looked really strange. So having this all done is going to be huge. Now, before we do start
hopefully finishing off the rest of it. I do need to grab a little bit more andesite because we kept running out a lot. But in terms of everything else, we're pretty well stocked up. We shouldn't run out of anything else. But yeah, definitely andesite. I also need to craft up some more fireworks, so we'll see how much gunpowder we got. We have 4. Okay, that is not enough. Maybe I have some in the chests down there, but we're going to use 2 fireworks to go down there and then come back up. We have 2. Okay, that is bad. That is really bad. I guess we'll just make up 6 fireworks. There we go, we have 10 now, so not really much of a difference. All right, we got the andesite, so let's head back, and I'm going to try and finish this entire area up. There's still so much to do, but I'm going to try and smash it out and get it done, so we can move on to the next step, which is making all the paths through here, because that's going to be a little bit tricky. But once again, sorry about all the time lapses, but yeah, it's really the only way to show it, so enjoy it. And that is this area now finally complete. At least the mountains. We still have a whole lot of work to do. We're currently sitting on day 180, so we've got 80 days to at least get this done. But I want to finish it way before, because there's some other things I need to try and do before day 200. So we're on a bit of a time crunch right now. But let me show you exactly what we've got going. It looks so much better. Now, keep in mind, there's still a lot to do here. It's still just literally grass and stone with a little bit of extra texture, but it is definitely looking a whole lot better. So now the next thing we have to do is get some paths in here, which is going to be a little tricky. Honestly, I've been dreading doing this part for a little bit because I know it's going to be pretty tough, but we're going to do our best. So it doesn't really matter what we do with this stuff now. I'm just going to chuck it in one, then collect it all and throw it back in our chest room because we don't need all this stuff anymore. We need to get some other things. So let's head back and empty all the suckers out. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. So I've got a bunch of stone brick slabs, some andesite slabs, polished andesite slabs, some stone, spruce fences, coarse dirt, and bones. That's going to be pretty much everything we need to get this path done, but we are going to need to grab some food. I just realized we only have 6, but I should still have a pretty much full stack in here, ready to go. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Hello, Mr. Cows. Now let's head all the way back down and start planning out where this path should go. So the first part is super easy. We just move this crafting table. This is literally just going to go like that. Super simple. Just connect in from the tunnel to go up this way. Then it's going to go this way, following all the way pretty much just in line with this side here. Now we'll make it 2 or 3 blocks wide throughout, just like that. Let me quickly rest so we can get rid of these phantoms. I've been fighting them for like the last 4 hours, but it's time for me to actually rest so they can leave us alone. They're getting a bit annoying now. I'm telling you, once we add these paths in, it's going to really change this entire area. Oh, that was a waste. So as always, I'm going to add in the stone bricks first, polished andesite slabs next, normal andesite. Next up, we have just the regular normal andesite. There's going to be a little bit more of this stuff. And then the remaining blocks are literally just going to be stone. Boom, and yep. Now we're just going to fill the rest in with just the stone, and that is going to look absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot nicer just to be doing these roads now after doing these mountainsides for 4.5 hours. It was torture. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Now, I forgot my other shulker box. I'm going to need to go all the way back and grab it. But burning through these fireworks so fast, not good at all. But yeah, building the mountains was a lot. It was a lot of work. That makes this so far the biggest project of this entire series. So I'm hoping you guys really like it because yeah, it's been rough, very rough to build, but it's coming along pretty nicely, and I think in the end it's gonna really put together this whole thing. All right, so we've got our lanterns in, which are perched upon spruce fences just on top of coarse dirt. Now I think we should make sure we go and finish up here first before moving down a bit. I do just need to replace some of these because it's only stone, so we need to add in our mixture here just to make sure it's consistent throughout. All right, so now we've got the path heading that way. It's going to head up here and it's going to head over that way as well. So let's just dig straight through here. It's going to come down here, but it's also going to have like a fork in the road to go up here. Something like this is going to be pretty good. There we go. That's looking nice. Maybe a little bit wider here. One more block here as well. There we go. Now this road is going to head up this way. There's nothing up here yet. It kind of just ends, but eventually it will continue. So I guess the best way to do this is to just kind of hopefully wing it and maybe it'll work. Okay, obviously this didn't work out too good, so I'm going to need to try and fix this. Okay, that's better. I'm thinking that's good. Oh no, it's a little bit skinny here. Okay, that's good. Not the best, but it'll suffice for now. And I think coming out like this is going to be nice. Just to about here. All right, so that's that path done with some lanterns as well. Now this path is going to head down here and curve around till it gets to here and then back out here and then down there. So this one's going to be a little tricky. I don't think it's going to go down here. It's going to curve through here and then down. So let's figure that out. I think I'll just use stone just to plan it, just because there's no point trying to texture it until the shape is right. I think that's what we did wrong last time. Okay, this is what I've got here. It just flows all the way around and you curve up here and then it meets up to this part here. So it's a little bit tricky and I need to fix up a little bit of the grass because a little bit of it is too high, like this one and this one and this one. But I think overall this is looking pretty good. I'm liking it. Now I'm going to texture it, which should be a lot easier than what we were doing before when we were trying to texture it while we were planning where it was going. This is so much better. And now the andesite, there we go. Now that's textured up and looking bloody beautiful. Now I'm not going to have the path go up here just yet because yeah, it's all stone, but we're going to have the path continue once we get to the bottom of here all the way through here, and we're going to have it come up here so it meets up with the very start of the path over here, and that's going to look pretty cool, I think. Now we're coming towards the end of day 181 and we're going to start night 181. So I think it's almost already been 2 whole days since we started just doing the paths, and yeah, we need to get a bit of a wriggle on. We're not doing this quick enough. So I'm going to finish up here and have that connect together, and then we're going to do a quick flyby and see what it looks like. All right, and that is the path done just at the top level there, and you can see it's already making a pretty drastic difference. It's literally just a path, but it just fills in the area a little bit more and makes it feel like not just massive bits of grass just in random spots. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way down until we pretty much cover all the sections. There are bits which are not going to have any roads. For example, here, this is literally just going to be like a garden area with some trees popping out. There's another section through here which isn't going to have any trees. This is going to be like a garden bit because it's extremely hard to get to, and you can walk through here, but the main route will be through this way here. You'll enter from this side once that side's done to get down to there, but you can still kind of walk through here, but it's going to be all gardens. And then through here, there's a very thin bit, which is also going to be just trees and fauna. I just didn't want to have a huge massive wall because be from all the way up there all the way down to there. So I had this little idea to add this little green patch in, which will be filled with flora and fauna, and yeah, I think it's going to look nice. So let me go ahead and fill in the entire area with paths and have this place looking a little bit more complete. Alright, so the paths are done and this is looking so much better. Okay, I realized I forgot one path here, but that's okay. We can do that real quick. I did actually run out of stone, so for pretty much every block, we've got literally nothing left. I'll quickly grab a couple more just to finish up that little section there. But yeah, as you can see, just the roads alone just add quite a lot more to the build. Makes it so much nicer, even though it's literally just a road. All right, now we're looking pretty good. So the next step is to kind of figure out what we're going to put in here. Now for these smaller areas, I'm going to try and put in some more farms and little cute shrubbery areas. And for the big areas, we're going to kind of try and leave some of them open just so we can have places to build some things. I also want to put in a bunch of trees in here because I feel like we haven't got enough. We've literally just got trees here, some trees around the farm there, and then trees there. That's it. So I want to add some extra trees in around here. I think that'll really complement it because there is a lot of gray, like a whole lot of gray. It is mostly gray. So having those trees in there is really gonna not only fill in the area nicely, but add a whole different color and kind of texture to this whole area and make it stand out very nicely. So in places like here, a tree right there will be perfect, and just along these little bits here, I think it's gonna look good. So let's go ahead and grab some stuff so we can get that started. So we're going to be focusing on just building the trees for now. So I've got some dark oak wood and some spruce wood, as well as oak leaves, jungle leaves, and spruce leaves, and a couple bones. So that should be what we need just to build some trees. And of course, I should still have my scaffolding down here somewhere. Right here. Beautiful. So I'm going to start with some spruce logs first. Just need to figure out where. I think one in here is going to be nice, just in front of this wall here. That might be a little bit big on this side. I don't want them to be too overpowering. Put another one here. So 2 there should be perfect. 1 up here for sure. This is like a nice little cove area, probably just in this corner. Same thing over here, it just right tucked into the corner. It's kind of hard to figure out where to put these trees, I'm not gonna lie. And we're already fully out of spruce logs. Do I actually have more in the shulker box? Oh, I do. Not much more though. Okay, I got a bunch of them kind of planned out now, so let's have a look at how that kind of looks. Having the brown in there definitely makes it look very different. I think I like it, but the thing that's gonna really bring it out is the leaves. So let's go ahead and add them in now. After running out of the logs so quickly, I don't even know if we're gonna have enough leaves. Now, because we're in a stony shore biome, the leaves don't really have much of a difference in color, which kind of sucks, but what are we gonna do about that? There's not much we can change. Unless you guys know how to change that. I don't think you can change that unless you're in creative. So yeah, if you do know how to do that, let me know, because that would be nice. I'd love the entire thing to be in a jungle biome, but yeah, that's not going to be possible. But yeah, that's 2 trees done. So, oh god, let's do the rest. I'm actually also going to bone meal around the trees, just to add in some grass. And then I guess in these little bits here, we're going to add in some as well, because we're not going to be able to put much in the side here. So tall grass is going to be it. But these little flowers are definitely going to add some color. It'll be better once we get the peonies and the rose bushes in there, but for now that will suffice. Wow, right here it becomes a lukewarm ocean, and now we get the colors in the trees. Okay, so that's a lot better. See, look at the difference between all these leaves compared to those ones. I really wish you had a way to control the colors of the grass and the leaves, but you're stuck to whatever the biome is. And I mean, sometimes the biomes are weird. But I mean, we are technically now building in an ocean. Right below here, it's literally water. And now I don't have a grass block to put in there. Oh my days. I have to find my shulker boxes. I don't even know where they are. Oh no. Okay, I don't have any shulker boxes here. That's weird. Let me go up here and break 1 dirt block. Boom. And then I'll jump down and fly over to that spot. Just chuck that bad boy in there. There we go, looking good. We got a tree here as well. Yeah, I love the color of the spruce leaves in this biome. So much nicer. Jungle leaves too, just such a nice green. The spruce leaves have like a bluey green to them. The jungle leaves kind of look like they got a little bit of fruit in it. And the oak leaves are just, you know, jungle leaves without fruit, I guess. But yeah, this is literally the only tree that I know how to build. So I probably need to start messing around in creative to try and come up with some different designs, because yeah, we can't just have this everywhere. I need to add some different types in. But for now, it'll be okay. You can always add in some more in the future when I have a bit of a different design. I don't want to just add in normal vanilla trees because that's boring, but I don't want to go like super over the top because I feel like that's a waste of time. Okay, and with a few trees and some grass planted in, it's already looking quite a lot nicer. So I am out of spruce logs, so I'm going to use some dark oak logs to fill in a couple trees at the bottom. Ooh, that was close. We should have enough leaves, and we do have plenty of dark oak logs, so I should be able to just fill in enough to make this place look a bit better instead of kind of half filled in with trees. And ladies and gentlemen, the big reveal. This is what it looks like now with a bunch of trees. I think it looks already so much better, and we are only literally just getting started. Now, next thing I'm going to do is go to our peony and rosebush farm and grab a bunch of them. So I'm going to grab 64 of each, which is going to use 2 whole stacks of bone meal, which is crazy. 1 full stack of rose bushes, and we'll jet over to our peony and do the exact same thing, just getting a whole stack of them. There we go. Now let's head back and we'll put these all the way through pretty much everywhere up here. These flowers are going to add so much color to the area and make such a huge difference. And now we have a bunch of rose bushes and peonies in there, and it's added quite a lot of nice colors, and it's coming together very good. Now we're going to add in some farms. So in this area here, you can't access it. It's literally just going to be a wheat farm. I've only got 1 bucket of water, so I'm going to need to go fly all the way down and grab some water. Oh, I can't even reach it. No way. Dude, we're literally almost out of fireworks. We have 4 left. I've just literally been using all of them. I'm going to have to do something really cheap. I've had to create this little infinite water source here. Oh no, we are really not doing okay right now. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Oh man, our hose is going to break as well. Have some water there. We have to have water here, then 1 right here, and then we'll have 1 in the corner here. And that will be good. That'll be enough water. Just go fill this up. Okay, now this area is fully ready to be planted. I've got 64 seeds. Definitely not enough. but at least we'll get it started. Okay, that's nowhere near enough. And this whole fireworks situation is not sitting right with me. So I'm going to go and borrow the insides of some creepers. Oh no, the night is almost over. That's kind of pretty horrible timing. I wonder how many we can get in like 2 minutes. Now we got invisible spiders. What the hell? Oh no, one. Hey, I don't want any business with you. I'm not after you, mate. Where are the creepers though? Watch me literally find no more. Literally not a creeper in sight. We got 1 gunpowder. I'm desperate. I'm desperate for some creepers. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hey, how you doing, buddy? No, no, no. Oh, I thought he was gonna explode. You know what? That's just disrespectful. I've got no words for that. We will not speak of that. All right, that never happened. You know what? We don't need fireworks. Okay, we can survive without them. Thankfully, the entire base is wheelchair accessible. It just means we're gonna have to walk forever to get to places because this thing is absolutely monumentally large. I mean, going down is going to be pretty easy, but going back up, yeah, that's another story. All right, that's this one filled in. Now, I think here, a sweet berry farm would look very nice. Now, I've got a couple sweet berries here. Definitely not enough, but I'll start laying them down. And then I'm going to go up, grab some spruce fences, and hit our sweet berry farm, and we'll be able to get that bad boy in there. I'm not going to lie, navigating through this place is actually pretty nice on foot. I've done such a good job. I'm not gonna lie. Traveling around is, very nice. I'm always just flying around, so being forced to kind of walk through this place really allows you to appreciate what this whole thing looks like. Like, this place is enormous. The elytra kind of makes everything just feel smaller. Everything's so much closer together. So it turns out the sweetberry bush only hurts you when you move. So you can stand still in it. I had no idea. That's crazy. All right, that should be enough. Now, let me collect these. I harvested them anyway. Might as well. Oh, I don't have my elytra on. That's a bit awkward. And I'm trampling on crops again. When am I going to stop doing that? I don't think I will. I think I'll do that for the rest of my life. Hello, Mr. Enderman. And we'll fly down to here and we'll get these fences and sweet berries all into their spots. And this is a bit weird here, I think. We're going to have to move this. Move it over 1 block. No. Okay. I don't really know what to do. I don't have any on me. Okay. I guess we'll walk all the way back up. That just sucks. I'll go over here and I'll just put a piece of dirt there. Boom. Easy peasy, and we'll fly down. Oh, we've done it again. Why do they have to be in the exact wrong spot? Well, at least we got it that time. Hey, this one's in the right spot. Beautiful. Okay, that's the sweetberry farm 2.0 done. I want to have a look at it from above. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not gonna lie, I think this might be my favorite type of farm. I love it so much. It just looks so good. Oop. Okay, which spot is our next victim? I think here and there. What I want to do here, I think because this is kind of like an exit point, what I want to do is a diagonal thing like we did with the peonies and the rosebush farm and just make them again. So I'll remove all these flowers and torches around here. I'm just going to do this diagonal dirt path just like this. Grab up me bone meal, smack this so it grows some short and tall grass. Okay. And then I'm going to we'll do peonies on this side. Just add them in just like this. Now, I guess I'll also add a couple azalea bushes in. Hold on, this should be that. Add some azalea bushes in around it, like that. Okay. Now, we'll do the same thing on this side, except this time it'll be roses. Same thing, we'll just plant in some bone meal, chuck in some of them roses, and then some azalea bushes as well. Yeah, okay. Now, hopefully that looks good. It's a bit hard to tell because obviously we can't fly and have a look. I guess I can try and have a look from up top. If we can even get over there, that is. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm loving it, mate. Okay, this spot here, we'll put in a carrot farm. Now I just need to go get some carrots. That should be plenty. Now we can pretty much just jump from up here, right? Oh yeah, that's looking so much nicer already. I can see it. It's coming together. Now over here, I want to put in a beetroot farm that wraps all the way through here because beetroot is one of the crops we don't actually have yet. So I feel like it's important to at least have a decent sized one going. Oh man, our hoe is about to break. This hoe's been with us for a long time and it's finally ready to give up. It's time to retire. Its hoeing days are almost over. And the final hoe for this hoe, boom, done. Now I need to go waste 2 diamonds on another one. But before we do that, I need to plant these beetroot seeds because this is literally all that we have. 16. So they need to be growing so we can keep expanding this farm. But But let's go back and get a hoe. Thankfully, we have 24 diamonds, so that's going to be plenty. There we go. We now got a brand new hoe. Bloody beautiful, mate. Now, I did trample on some crops on our way in. I mean, what's new? I always do that. I have a serious problem. Can I fly through here? Oh, yeah. That was sick. I'm not going to lie. That was so sick. All right, now let's go and do this side now. Now that we got a brand spanking new hoe. All right, there we go. All the land is plowed. We are just waiting on the crops to grow so we can get it all planted in. That could take a little bit of time because, yeah, they've barely made any progress. But at least that's another crop that we're now going to be able to get our hands on. Now, we do need to add in a potato farm. And I think the best spot for that is going to be in here. We'll put it in here. This will be fine. Oh no, that's annoying. Oh, there's fish down here. Now we have to walk all the way back around. Okay, here we go. So one there and one here. That should be okay. Now I have 45 potatoes, which is not gonna cut it, not a chance, but it'll at least fill it up a little bit. But oh my days, yeah, we're gonna have to go up and grab some more potatoes, so let me do that. Okay, I'm not supposed to be going to the base, I'm supposed to be going to the potato farm. What on earth am I doing? That's how you know this project's gone on for too long. I'm losing me marbles. All right, so I'll grab up some potatoes. That'll be way more than enough. You know what, while I'm up here, oh, it's almost night. Maybe we should try and borrow the insides of some creepers. I'm curious if they'll actually spawn today or tonight. But while I'm up here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some pumpkins and melons as well, because I want to make a pumpkin and melon farm down there, because that's another thing we don't actually have. I mean, we have it up here, but this isn't going to be here for long. Any creepers? Bro, there's literally no creepers. Whatever. Let's go and fill in this potato farm. Number one priority. Boom. Okay. So that's now a potato farm here. Now for the melons and pumpkins, I think we'll put pumpkins in here. Of course, we have no water. There we go. At least we have access to the ocean now. That's nice. Or is it no, it's a lake. You know what? No, it's an ocean, okay? You can't change my mind. Make up a quick infinite water source. Now go up and plow a bunch of the land just randomly. And then that is the places that we're going to have these pumpkin seeds in. Oh, we got phantoms again. What on earth? Okay, I know this probably looks really weird, but I promise it's going to look good once it grows. Once they grow, what I do is I throw in some barrels along there, maybe a scarecrow, and then I put some sea pickles on top of some of the pumpkins, and it really looks really cool. Maybe I'll plant a couple more just because I still have 7 seeds. There, that should be good. Yeah, so once this grows, it'll take a while, but it's going to look really nice. Pumpkins will start going everywhere, and it's going to look like a kind of natural farm. It's not going to be a very efficient farm, but we're not making it for efficiency. It's for the aesthetics. Okay, what areas I'm missing? Okay, down here I'm gonna just place in some bone meal. Very nice. Man, this is so nice to walk through now that it's for the most part all filled in. I don't think there's really any spots that have nothing, which is nice. Now to finish this off, I want to add in some hay bales. Oh, we got 3 gunpowder. Hold on, let me make 3 more fireworks. Boom, now we got 6. Okay, and I want to just go through and add in a couple hay bales around some of the spots. Oh, look at these creepers, 3 of them. I'm going to take them all. Oh, we got 12 gunpowder from that. Oh my god, we're rich. We're rich. Now I can go in and I can make 12 more fireworks. Finally, guys, we can fly again. Oh yes, we got 17 fireworks. Oh my god, we don't have to walk around anymore. Look at this. Guys, we're moving. We are moving. Now let's get a better look of the entire thing now that we've got all that stuff in there. Hold on, we'll just wait for it to go to day fully. I'll add in my hay bales. Where do I want them? I want some hay bales here because there's not really any farms here. So one there. I think one in this corner here. That's nice. Is there anyone anywhere else? Maybe a little bit here. Very good. I guess one here would be nice. Now we definitely need to bone meal this area. Stack of hay bales in here as well. And that's going to look pretty good. Okay, now let's have a look at what this place looks like now. Alrighty, ready? Oh, that is so good. Oh my days. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh my god. That is insane. I'm not even lying. Guys, this is nuts. How did we do this? Oh man. I do want to fill this up with wheat. So let's go and grab up some more of these bad boys. Give me all your seeds, my boy. We might as well turn this wheat into hay bales. Why not? Alright. And I'll grab water while I'm here. Thank you. And down here is going to be a little bit of wheat as well. So I guess I'll just dig out the spots for the water. Infinite water source source righty. Couldn't have thought of a better spot, mate. Bloody beautiful. I know I use a lot of wheat, but it's my favorite out of all the crops. It just stands out so nicely. There's nothing more attractive than a massive field of wheat. You know, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. No cap. Now I should be able to just go ahead and plow all this up. I don't think I'm going to actually have enough seeds. We only got 3 stacks. That's pretty pathetic. I didn't really think very hard about that, did I? Like, this spot is a bit bigger than I think I thought. Let's see how much of this area 3 stacks of seeds fills up. I don't even think it's going to be half. I think we've severely underestimated how big this area is here. Okay, a little bit over half. So I guess it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah. Back to the wheat farm. I literally just remembered I have like an entire double chest of seeds in my base. So that was a waste of time. Let's go back. And there we go. This is all filled in. And once it grows, it's going to be looking bloody beautiful. What other spots are we missing now? Is that everything? Okay, there's one more spot. This spot over here. And I think we're going to fill this up. What have we got? We got 64 carrots. That's definitely not enough. I think we do carrots here as well. So let me go up and grab some carrots. We can grab some water while we're here too. Okay, that's definitely enough. But I'm going to grab a couple more because obviously I thought we had enough wheat, but I was wrong. We'll jump down here and we'll chuck in some carrots just in here. Infinite water source. Boom, boom. And there we go. We had plenty of carrots left over and that is looking good. I think once it all grows, this place is going to look sick. So we'll have a final look at how this place is looking and oh man, it is looking bloody good. Oh, actually we've missed a spot up here. How could we do that? Oh my days. I think this should be wheat as well. You know what? Let's just do it. What have we got to lose? Oh no. This time I'm gonna grab the wheat seeds from the wheat chest. We have all these seeds in here. And then we have all the seeds in here. Beautiful. That's going to be more than enough. Ooh, I'll grab some spruce slabs while I'm here. I don't have any. Okay. Oh, I have some in the shulker box. So that's okay. I'll grab them. All right. And let's go ahead and do the final farm for this area up here. All right. That's all of that filled in. Okay. So now I guess one final look. Obviously it's going to look better once it's all grown. And of course, once that beetroot is able to be fully filled in, but I'm very happy with this. This is looking very nice compared to what it was before. I'm sure I've got a before and after on the screen right now. This is like at least 167.3 times better, maybe even a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I didn't expect it to be this good, but yeah, it's looking amazing. Guys, if you have any ideas to add into this area, because obviously I've been building for like 12, 13, maybe even 14 hours now, and my brain is, oh my days, come on man, I'm just trying to explain something. Yeah, my brain is a bit fried, so I haven't really, hey, all right, let me deal with this last guy ruining the video. Yeah, I haven't really got much of an idea of what I can add into here. Obviously I think some buildings will be nice, but the vibe is kind of just to have it be more of a nice kind of wilderness area, because when you're walking through here, it does feel like that. It feels very, very naturey, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like you're in like a civilization. It feels like you're in like a garden. Like this is just a huge garden. This is the feeling that I'm getting just walking through here. And I like it. I definitely love it. That's kind of what I was going for. But if you guys have any ideas on things I should add, doesn't necessarily have to be buildings. It can even just be little decorations. Let me know, because yeah, this place could do with a little bit more. But right now, I'm very happy with this. If you guys are happy with this too, let me know. If you think this is perfect, then we can leave it as it is. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. We're on day 188 and this whole thing started on day 150, I'm pretty sure. So 38 days. This is by far the largest project we've done. But yeah, as we're walking through here, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't think I could have done anything differently, because yeah, mate, come on, I literally just planted that. You know what, let me get on armor because I don't want you to kill me. This can't be a fair fight. Yeah, go get out of here. Look at this, he trampled all of my crops. He's worse than me. You guys know how bad I am, but yeah, that was taking the piss. Come on. All right, but yeah, I'm very happy with this. I don't think I'd change any of it. I think it's turned out pretty much exactly how I kind of envisioned it. And yeah, it's looking nuts. Now that we've got this huge area pretty much complete, it's time to start working on a couple things before we hit day 200. Right now we're on day 189, so we've only got 11 days to go, so we got to be fast. Now, number one, I want to make sure I dye this shulker box because it's my main one, and I'm hoping I can make blue dye from this. I guess it makes sense. Yes, we can. Beautiful. And I just put these in. Yep, there we go. Now we got a blue shulker box. That's going to be for our main stuff, so it's easy to tell which one is which. So yeah, something that I should have done a long time ago, but at least it's done now. Next up, we need to go ahead and try and get ourselves some gunpowder, and thankfully it looks like it's turning to night now. Now, we've only got one firework left, so I guess we'll use it and see if we can find any creepers over here. There's still a little bit of time left for the day, so I'm going to see if I can go under our little mountain here to our mob spawner. There we go. There's a creeper. Now, put on our actual armor just so we don't die. Oh, there's a couple creepers through here. I can see an extra 2, which is nice. We need the gunpowder. Okay, we got 2. Let's get rid of this zombie first. Please don't explode. Please. Okay. Nope. He's done. Okay, at least he didn't get the gunpowder. That's alright. So that's 6 fireworks so far. Under here is lit up pretty well. Oh, but there's still mobs. Okay. I'll see if there's any creepers through here. No, there's not. What about in here? Nah, I don't really want to go down a cave. That'll be a bit annoying to get out of. Okay. It's becoming night, which is good because now the mobs are going to start coming out. Boom. I need to collect some bones because I think we used all of them. We have none left, which is, you know, not the best. Oh, I see a creeper. Come here, buddy. No, that's, oh my days, that's a zombie. That's embarrassing. You know what? I'm not even going to edit that out because, yeah, everyone makes mistakes and, I need to make sure that I show my mistakes. Oh my days, we got some phantoms. That's alright. That's alright. Take out these spiders. Hey, we did 0 damage. Oh, we took no damage, I mean. Oh, haha, one shot kill. That's how we do it in Australia, mate. I hate these phantoms. They should be removed from the game. Like, literally, what is their purpose? I can't even think of a single reason for them to be here. All right, where are the creepers? Come on. You know, they're always there when you don't want them, but then when you want to find them, they just don't show up. Oh, now there's 2. Okay. Nope. Ah, man. That's just disrespectful. We got 1 gunpowder from that. Hey, here's another one. Oh, there's 2. Oh, and there's a skeleton. Come on. Okay, now we got 12. Man, I need to get a higher looting on my sword. That'll make this so much better. Spider. I guess the string will be good for crafting wool. Don't know what I could possibly need wool for. Maybe for some texturing. Some like light grey wool would be good. Oh no. Oh, that was so close. Bro was almost about to bust. That was nuts. At least we're finding creepers. You know, I can't complain. We've run into quite a lot. There's another to my right. Let's make... Oh my, get out of here, mate. I just killed both of them in one shot. That's gangster. Hey, buddy. Hey. Bro, full gold armor, baby zombie. That's crazy. All right, we're at 17 gunpowder. Guys, we're coming along nicely. Yeah, give me your bones. Gonna use your bones to make up some grass. Okay, I see some creepers. Definitely creepers. There's a zombie, but there's also creepers this time. I'm not seeing things. They're real. I swear they're real. Oh, look at them. There's 3. There's 3 extra. Oh, man, look at them all. Let me take care of this skeleton because he's got an enchanted bow. We don't need that sniping us from behind. No. Oh, that was close. Boom. Oh no. Look at them all. There's even more. Okay, guys, our luck is turning up. I see 3 right now. Technically, we could get 15 gunpowder from these 3. Oh, and there's another one down there. Guys, this night is fantastic. Oh my days. Look. Oh, I should have moved back. Silly boy. Silly boy. Oh, no. This could be bad. Don't poison me. Okay, thank you. Imagine he poisoned me and then I got blown up by a creeper. That would have been a wild end to this series. Look, another one. Oh my god, this is fantastic. I'm just rolling in this gunpowder. Oh, and there's one in the grass, trying to be sneaky. I'll see ya, mate. I'll see ya. No, that's just not fair. Yeah, baby, 38 gunpowder. From rags to riches, guys. This is crazy. Oh, I thought he was coming at me. I just got a little bit scared. Come here, mister. You're next on my list. I'm kind of hoping to get 64 before the end of the night, but yeah, I don't know our chances on that. Okay, that's just not fair. Come on, we're so close. Oh, no. Again, man, there's going to be so many holes around here. Hey, yo, Mr. Skeleton. What's up, my guy? Hey, I see ya. I'm coming to get you, mate. I'm coming to get ya. Okay. You know what? I'm just failing. That's like 3 or 4 creepers in a row that have just exploded on me. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment, definitely, but you know, it's not what we need right now. All right, let's handle this one appropriately. No exploding, mate. Good boy. That's enough of that. All right. No more. This is Minecraft. All right, where my boys at? I see ya. I see you through the trees. I'm coming to get ya. Please don't explode. Thank you. We're at 56. We're so close to 64. Can we get 64? Is there any more victims? I mean, donors? Any more donators that want to donate their insides? Because I'd love them. I'd love to turn you into a firework. What's with all the zombies in gold today? That's like the third or fourth zombie that was just decked out in gold. Okay, I think that's all we're going to get. I'm happy. I'm happy with 56. That's 56 more than we had, that's for sure. Let's go back and craft all these bad boys into fireworks, and then we can head to the end and just repair up all of our tools, especially the pickaxe, because we're going to need that for the next thing that we need to do. Boom, 54 fireworks. Oh my god, it is about time. Been way too long. Let me drop all this gear because it's useless to me. And now let's head over to the end. Can we get some cool jungle tree flybys? Let's go through here. Oh yeah. What about through here? Oh, okay. That was really risky, but it was pretty cool. So yeah, I have no regrets. All right, we survived. If I didn't survive, I'd definitely be crying. Oh, what are these guys doing in here? If it gets to the point where we don't die and we're at like 500 or I guess 1,000 days, I'm probably going to install a mod that makes mobs like way more harder, because obviously if we're surviving that long, it's not hard enough. But we have had so many close calls, so I'm okay with the current difficulty right now. Anyway, I'm gonna absolutely repair all of our picks and tools, and I guess our elytra is the only other thing that needs fixing, but I'll do that and we'll head back to the base and get started on the next thing. All right, and home sweet home. I don't know why I did that. Now I've got to pick all these up. So before we start building the next thing, there's one thing in here I need to do. So if you remember, we got a bunch of coal and a bunch of iron not too long ago, and we also have this raw iron that we need to smelt up. So let's take care of that. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn all of these block of raw iron into normal raw iron and start getting these boys smelting in here. Now, we were smelting before. We got 24 blocks of iron in here now. This is going to be mental. I don't think we should do this in the base. We should go out and just place all of this coal down. I need a shulker box. Before we go out there, I need to grab one. One shulker box should be okay. Oh, okay. We just lost literally half our health then. That was... I'm not even lying to you guys. This hardcore world could literally be over before we even hit 200 days, and we're like only a couple days away. So yeah, that's wild. We need to be careful. I want to at least make it to 200 days because we made 104 days previously, so I want to double the record at least. Hopefully we can get more than that, but we'll find out. Anyway, I'm going to create a huge tower of coal ore and iron ore. This is going to take a while, so I'll see you when I get to the top. Alrighty, I've placed it all down and we're pretty high in the sky right now. I mean, nothing compared to that mountain over there, but now we have to mine it. All right, we had probably just under 9 stacks of ore. I'm curious how much we're going to get from all of this. So with our Fortune 3 pickaxe, let's see what happens. And this is what we got. We got a bunch of coal and a bunch of iron. Probably doubled the total amount that we had, maybe a little bit more, but other than that, it's actually a lot less than I was expecting. But hey, Fortune 3, what can you expect, I guess? I just have high hopes for everything, but yeah, I guess I was unfortunately dismissed. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn all of the coal into some coal blocks because it's just better. And let's go ahead and smelt up this iron, as well as collecting all the iron we got. Oh, we have so much iron. Look at that, guys. That is insane. I didn't realize we had so much in there. Boom and boom. Now we have well over a full stack of iron blocks, which is mental. We still have more smelting, which is, I guess, even more mental. And we did get quite a lot of gunpowder from that night because we were just swarmed constantly. You know how many times I was knocked off that tower because of phantoms? It was extremely horrible. But anyway, we're now good for a bit for coal and iron. We finally got down to it. It's been a while and it was definitely needed. Now we can start working on the next room, which, if you didn't guess, is going to be a map haul. So obviously this is our map haul from the 100 days and it's all waxed and good. But I think it's not big enough. I want to make it another map around the entire thing. Plus, I want to build an actual hall for it, which is going to be nice. So I already know exactly where this is going to be. We're going to grab up a bunch of oak logs and a bunch of torches just temporarily so we can light that boy up. And let's go fly over there real quick. Now, if you remember when we built the cow farm, I said there was going to be something right next to it. Okay, let's not use a fortune on that. That's a bit disgusting. I don't really have any idea how I want this to look. I think we're just going to wing it and see what we can come up with. I mean, mean, that kind of has been working out for me recently, so why not, you know? You know what I mean? Why not? And to be honest, I don't really want to have to do that whole ore mining thing again. That was a bit annoying, so I'm going to just use my fortune now to get this coal, so I don't have to just double do it later. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Let me grab this iron. I mean, there's not really a huge need for it, but I mean, you know, why not, I guess. Okay, so that should be deep enough for now. So obviously it's going to be a straight line. When we need to make more, I guess if we get there, there's no guarantee that we're actually going to make it super far. Like I said, we could literally die before we even hit 200 days, which is right around the corner. But what I want to do is have 100 days on the left and 200 on the right, then 300, then 400, just like that, just moving down. I think we'll go 3 blocks wide. That should be enough space on both sides. In the corner, let's go with just a line of oak logs all the way to the roof, which might actually be a little bit tall, but we'll keep it for now. We'll keep it. I just want to kind of get a rough look at this place first. Let's go another 5 blocks just to give us a bit more space to work with. Let me remove this coal and replace it with some stone. Okay, so how on earth are we going to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that works perfectly. So we'll go like this, right? We'll do the same on the other side. We're going to need to go and grab those item frames. So let's grab all these maps and the item frames. Boom, 9. So if I put some torches like that, and then some glass, and then some item frames. Yeah, that's working. Okay, it is a little bit cheap. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very cheap, but I think it works. Now we're going to do is expand this on all sides. All right, so I've expanded it by 1 block on all sides, and I'm just going to place in the glass. And there we go. Now I'm going to have to expand this, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Not going to lie. This is a huge amount of space. It's only 1 block on each side, but we go from 9 maps to 25 maps. Like, that's a huge increase. So first of all, we need to go ahead and get ourselves some item frames. Thankfully, we've got a metric ton of leather, and I'm going to use jungle logs because they're ugly as hell. Turn them into sticks. Then we got 21 item frames, which should be enough for now. Now we're going to need more because we need 200 days as well. So I think I'll use some dark oak logs just because we have a ton of them, and we'll just make another 32. That's plenty. Now we're going to need some more paper and compasses. So for that, we're going to need redstone and iron. Thankfully, it's mostly iron, which we have a ton of. We don't have much redstone, but we should have enough for at least the 200 days. Man, this uses so much iron just to make maps. That's crazy. Make up some empty maps. And what I'm going to do is find out where the top ends. I'm right there. So if I go straight, I should be in line with this halfway through the lake. So it should be about here. Yes, perfect. Now if we head back and place in our item frames along the glass, this should fit right there. Yes, it does. Look at that. Beautiful. Now the reason I need to expand this so much is because this project is becoming a lot bigger than I thought. Now obviously we haven't done anything out here yet, but I know that we will eventually, and I want to make sure that the maps cover that because yeah, the difference between the 100 and 200 day map is going to be crazy, I'm sure. So before we do anything else, let's just copy that on the other side as well. Place in all the torches, then all the glass. There we go. Okay, that side's ready to go as well. Now this side, I'm going to need to go 2 to the left. So let's go and do that. Not gonna lie, doing these maps is a little tricky, especially when there's so many of them. Are we in line? Yes, we are. Now we can go to the left. All right, and boom. Then again, boom. And now we fly back. There we go. Now that's 3 maps expanded. I just got to do the exact same thing for the rest. So let me do that and I'll see you guys in a jiffy. Perfect. And that's huge. Oh my days. Such a big, beautiful map. Now we need to head down back into our storage area and grab the cartography table as well as a bunch of glass panes. 32 should be enough, but I've also got 7 in there, so hopefully 39 is enough. So I guess I'll place the cartography table here so we always have nice and easy access to it. Now I need to grab each map and combine it with a glass pane just to make sure we lock it. So I'm going to do that for each of these maps. Oh my god, my microphone was muted that whole time. I was full talking while I was building all of that, and it's useless now. So I guess I'll just show you what I've done instead because yeah, it's been a very long couple weeks, but I'm getting a bit messy. We need to fix that. So I've added this design with the spruce stairs, the oak logs down the side, some dark oak fences, stone bricks in the middle, just like this, which I think looks really nice. I've also got this design in the middle, which has the oak in a checkered pattern and this little bit that divides it up. So obviously this is going to be the 100 days. This is the 200 days. And then we've got like some barrels with some stuff that we might need, which I think is awesome. This whole place is looking nice. So this is the 100 days, which is beautiful, and we're still on day 194. So we have 5 more days until we fill out this map, but I'm excited to see the difference because this is looking awesome and we've done so much work since here. So seeing over here is going to be nice. But what I'm going to do is I've made a whole bunch of shears, and because we're always using leaves and we're always needing them, I figured I'm going to go and pretty much farm up as many as I can get. So I'm going to start over here on this jungle and get a bunch of jungle oak birch leaves and just see how many shears we can burn through because we got a lot. I'm going to try and fill up 4 shulker boxes, but I don't know if we have enough shears for that. We'll find out soon. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we have just under 4 full shulker boxes of oak, jungle, and birch leaves. We have 2/3 of a shulker box full of some logs, and then this random ass crap. And we've gone through all of the shears. I think there was about 20. There was at least 20 shears, maybe even closer to 30. I didn't actually count, but there was a lot of them, and we cleared up a huge portion of that area. Now I do still need to get some spruce, but to do that we will need to make some of those big trees, and we got 13 bones to do so. But just before we do that, we need to go up and get some more meat because we are starving. We used all of it, and yeah, why are they all on one side? There's just a couple over here and everyone else is on this side. That's weird. What on earth? Anyway, let's feed these buggers up and then create some Big Macs, I guess. Look at all these cows. I got food for everybody. Y'all want some? Come get some. Oh, there's that American accent again. Oh my days. I'm sorry guys. It just slips out when I'm thinking about meat. Nothing more American than a beautiful piece of steak, alright? Okay, that's 2 stacks of wheat so far. I'm having a little bit more trouble trying to find these cheeky buggers that haven't been fed yet, but there's still quite a few of them. Oh my god, look at all the babies in just here. That's crazy. They're all just in a little spot there. Okay, I think that's pretty much all we're going to get. Oh, there was a couple more there. Yeah, that's good. All right, now I'm going to sacrifice a bunch. I might do like 40 or something. Wow, there's babies everywhere. Okay, I think I did 50 and we got so much beef. Look how much beef we got. Almost 3 stacks, which should keep us fed for a while. I don't see us running out of that anytime soon. So we got 3 of those bad boys going, and I'm going to chuck our leather in here because I guess it makes sense just to have it there. I'm going to put some wheat in here too because why not? Man, these smokers cook this steak up so fast. I mean, we took so many of them, but it barely looks like we've made a dent. Plus a bunch of them are still babies. So yeah, this cow farm is definitely worth it. I'm so glad we made it. It is so much nicer eating steak. I can't believe we survived for so long just eating potatoes. Another thing I need to do real quick just before we go and deal with the spruce leaves is just make sure that these beetroots are growing. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna harvest these. So this was the size of it. We got 29, so we'll see how much bigger this gets. Oh, that's so much better. It's at least doubled, maybe even tripled in size. And yeah. We'll go over here just because I don't want to ruin the landscape over there. There's already some here. I literally forgot to get shears. Oh my god, I'm a noob. I have to go all the way back. Oh, we have 51 bones here. I didn't know we had all that. Okay, that's nice. I'll also grab some more. Nah, 64 should be plenty. I don't know why they're in that chest anyway. That they shouldn't really be in there. And you know what? I might as well empty all these because we're going to get some spruce logs as well. We'll take out the leaves. We don't need the leaves in there anymore. This will be our leaf chest now. Guess we'll just leave the shulker boxes in there. There's no point emptying them. We still got 5 anyway, so that should be enough. Let's go over and start making some big spruce trees. We might as well do it right here, away from all those other trees. That's pathetic. I'll grab out my scaffolding and I'll go right here. Is that even high enough? I didn't know there was a limit. Oh, it's hitting the leaves. That's why. Silly Billy. What a noob. Are you kidding me? I still forgot to get the shears. Oh my god. I literally went back to get shears and I did everything except get shears. Guys, what is going on? Am I literally going insane? You literally cannot make that up. That is so annoying. Oh my days. I literally came back to the base just to get shears and I didn't even do anything remotely close to that. Oh man, that's so bad. You know what? Just because of that, I'm going to make up double the amount of shears that I was going to. Just because of how disappointed I am in myself. That's so disappointing. So we got 4 iron blocks worth of shears. So I think that's about 18. Can I land on top? Oh yeah, easy. Look at that. Okay, now I'm kind of redeeming myself, I guess. We need one of those big spruce trees with like hundreds of leaves. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Those ones that are absolutely gigantic. Okay, so from one tree, we got, oh my god, barely even 2 stacks. Okay, this is going to take a while, especially if we get bad trees like that. Come on, give us something better. No, what on earth? Come on. That's just disgusting. There's literally more logs than leaves. What if I do another one right beside it? Okay, that's bad as well. What about here? No, we can't do it there. We'll go here. That's better. That's what I'm looking for. Look at that. Look at all those leaves. Okay, finally. Only took like 5 trees. Okay, so I'm gonna mine this entire thing down all at once and we'll see how many we get. So we got just under 7 stacks of leaves and just under 5 stacks of logs from that one. So it is kind of working, but I want to try something different because it's just not fast enough for my liking. Over here with this spruce tree farm that we made, if I just plant these naturally, is that going to be better? I just want to know. I want to see. I'm not going to use any bone meal. I'm just going to wait for them to grow. Okay, it definitely is so much faster to get spruce leaves, but I think we can actually do it even faster. Okay, hear me out. Now I know I said that we have to do all these big spruce trees is the best, but obviously I was wrong, okay? Guys, I was wrong. Not gonna lie, this is the first time I've ever tried to farm as many spruce leaves in one go as I can. So I'm learning, alright? I'm learning. Now, let me get rid of these guys here. Definitely not the best time to be doing this, just because there's mobs everywhere. You know what? I'm going to do it here. There's a decent amount of space. It's kind of flat. Just 3 blocks in between them all. Okay, like that. Now, they will all grow eventually. Get out of here, mate. And I think I'll do another 21 down here. Okay, that'll be good. So, while I'm waiting for them to grow, I'm going to harvest these ones that are already grown. Get some more. And I think that should be enough. If all of those grow and I get all the leaves and logs from them, it should be enough to satisfy our needs for a long time, or at least the next 100 days. They're taking too long, so I'm just going to bone meal them. Whatever bone meal I got, I'll use. I can't just be sitting around waiting for trees to grow. It's almost worse than sitting around and waiting for grass to grow. All right, all those are now grown. I'm going to grow up all these, and first I'm going to get rid of this creeper. Got no business being up here. And I'll bone meal the shit out of these. Oh, I keep hitting the grass. That's annoying as. All right, and we had 4 bone meal left, so boom, 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 boom. There we go. Now I'm just going to go through and shear everything. I'm not going to try and get every single leaf, but I'll try and get most of them. All right, that's good enough for me. I'll just go and collect all the leaves that I've missed. And beautiful. Look how many we got. That only took me like not long at all. That was nice. Now I'll just break all these trees down. All right, I think that was pretty successful. Now I'm just going to absolutely do the exact same thing to these ones down here. And then we should have enough spruce leaves and logs. Oh my God, we fell all the way down. That's a bit annoying. Oh, there's leaves down here though. Collect them bad boys up. I totally forgot there was an edge there. Just walked right off. Alright, so we've got 2.5 shulker boxes of spruce leaves and logs, and that should be enough. So let's go ahead and head back to our base and see what we've got now. So I'll take out all the logs. I'll put it in our log chest. So our log chest is looking healthy again. We used it a lot recently, but it's back to where we want it. We have 4 shears remaining, so I'm going to just leave them in there for now. And we have this shulker box of all this random stuff. So I'll just quickly sort this stuff out. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have anywhere to put the shears, so I'm just going to put them in there for now. And do we have space in here? Oh, we do. I'm just going to take all these leaves out and just dump them in this chest. And the remaining ones that don't fit, I'm going to put into this shulker box here. There we go. Now we've gone from no leaves to a double chest plus 4 shulker boxes of leaves. So we're pretty good for leaves for now. And now we're officially on day 199. So you know what that means. It's time to fill in the map for day 200. So we're going to go ahead and grab 9 fresh maps and we're going to fill all of these in. So starting with this one right in the middle. Wow, look at that. That's already so much better. Now we'll just head all the way up to the top of this map. And there we go. Now we got to go all the way over the edge here. Alright, so this one will be right here. Wow, we're filling it in. This all was ocean last time. Let me just reach the top left. Boom. Okay, now we got to go down. So let me fill in the last couple maps and then we'll be able to start putting them all in. Oh my God, there are mobs everywhere. I don't want to fight them right now. I just want to get these maps filled in. And the last one, boom. Thank goodness, now I can fly all the way back. Now I'll quickly turn all of these into locked maps so they don't ever change. And now we'll start putting them in. Oh my goodness, you can already see such a huge difference. Wow. So this was the map before and this is the map now. Such a huge change. That is insane. We have 100% more than doubled the total area. That is nuts. Like, this took us 100 days to make. Now, of course, we were getting ourselves set up with tools and everything as well, but this is 200 days, which is huge. A huge difference. We even spent probably 20 or 30 days building the entrance to our underground base, which you can't even see on this map. Wow. And we're not even close to being done. This is going to be so crazy when we see the difference between 100, 200, and then 300 days over here, which hopefully we get to fill in. I mean, we've definitely done 100 and we've done 200. Oh man, this map just looks so good. I'm so excited to continue. This is insane. Like there's still, let me get my little pointer up. There's still this area here we have to fill in, obviously, which is right between the outpost and the kind of new area we did. Then we need to transform this mountain edge, and we need to, of course, transform this mountain edge. Also need to fill in this little green spot here with the little farm that I've got planned, and hopefully continue this line straight down here. I want to have a straight line for a couple 100 days. I think that'll be funny just to have everything over here done and then just a massive straight line. But my goodness guys, we made it another 100 days. In 8 days we'll be double our previous record, which will be nice. So I'm gonna try and take it a little bit easy just to make sure we at least double the record, but I'm definitely going to try to survive another 100 days, get this thing up to 300 days. I think we can make some huge progress again. But no, overall, this world is coming along so nicely, and I'm so excited to see where we can take this because there's still so much to do. And I'm so excited to be able to share that with you guys. But as always guys, I really hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please make sure to subscribe. I mean, if you're still watching right now, then I guess you probably enjoyed the video, so why not subscribe so you can see more of this stuff. Also, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is to watch this video again or just leave it playing in the background because, you know, it makes the algorithm go absolutely bananas, and I'd appreciate that a lot. So thank you so much for your support. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another 100 days. Peace out.